dropped in ace for Michaela Martinez.
No score here in the top of the third. Swing on the outside. Not
For El Dorado right before we came back with that big play. He's going to the corner. He's wide open. It's a touchdown to Omar El Shanawi.
Blattman, a sophomore out of Abbottsville County. That one's hit well, and Ziegler.
Rose got a receiver open, caught.
Wow.
Touchdown. What a throw from
Nice.
Rivera to Ben Wilson. That's a 32-yard, 29-yard strike. Academy on the board.
Peyton Prop, and hit hard by Ziegler over the center fielder's head. Can't get to it. That will score Delosier. They send her home. There's the throw. She's in there safe.
Bynum with the game-leading goal. Lamar Bynum.
21 targets will go for it. Rivera back to pass, 7-step drop. Looking in the end zone, going to Garris. Caught down at the 6-yard line. First down. Wow.
Man.
What a catch by Kellen Garris.
Goes around Bynum. Here's Kumar. Can Kumar even this up? He does! What a dribble shot.
Kept in play by Martinez. Blocked up front by Kalajic. The Bengal blocked straight down by Wallace. McIntosh for the swing! And she got it! Number 1,000 in the career of Sydney McIntosh here.
Dropped in ace for Michaela Martinez.
No score here in the top of the third. Swing on the outside. Not
For El Dorado right before we came back with that big play. He's going to the corner. He's wide open. It's a touchdown to Omar El Shanawi.
Blattman, a sophomore out of Abbottsville County. That one's hit well, and Ziegler.
Rivera back to pass. Rose got a receiver open, caught.
Wow.
Touchdown. What a throw from
Nice.
Rivera to Ben Wilson. That's a 32-yard, 29-yard strike. Academy on the board.
Peyton Prop, and hit hard by Ziegler over the center fielder's head. Can't get to it. That will score Delosier. They send her home. There's the throw. She's in there safe.
Bynum with the game-leading goal. Lamar Bynum.
21 targets will go for it. Rivera back to pass, 7-step drop. Looking in the end zone, going to Garris. Caught down at the 6-yard line. First down. Wow.
Man.
What a catch by Kellen Garris.
Goes around Bynum. Here's Kumar. Can Kumar even this up? He does! What a dribble shot.
Tough angle, blocked straight down by Wallace. McIntosh for the swing, and she got it. Number 1,000 in the career of Sydney McIntosh here.
That one dropped in ace for Michaela Martinez.
No score here in the top of the third. Swing on the outside, not.
Old for El Dorado right before we came back with that big play. He's going to the corner. He's wide open. It's a touchdown to Omar El Shanawi.
Blattman, a sophomore out of Abyssal County. That one's hit well, and Ziegler.
Rivera back to pass. Throws, got a receiver open,
There
caught.
it is. Wow.
Touchdown. What a throw from
Nice.
Rivera to Ben Wilson. That's a 32-yard or 29-yard strike. Academy on the board.
Peyton Prop, and hit hard by Ziegler over the center fielder's head. Can't get to it. That will score Delosier. They send her home. There's the throw. She's in there safe.
Shot through. Bynum with the game-leading goal. Lamar Bynum.
21 targets will go for it. Rivera back to pass, 7-step drop. Looking in the end zone, going to Garris. Caught down at the 6-yard line. First down. Wow. What a
Man.
catch by Kellen Garris.
Goes around Bynum. Here's Kumar. Can Kumar even this up? He does! What a dribble shot.
Kept it play by Martinez. Blocked up front by Kalajic. Tough angle, blocked straight down by Wallace. McIntosh for the swing, and she got it. Number 1,000 in the career of Sydney McIntosh here.
That one dropped in ace for Michaela Martinez.
No score here in the top of the third. Swing on the outside, not.
Old for El Dorado right before we came back with that big play. He's going to the corner. He's wide open. It's a touchdown to Omar El Shanawi.
Blattman, a sophomore out of Abyssal County. That one's hit well, and Ziegler.
Rivera back to pass. Throws, got a receiver open,
There
caught.
it is. Wow.
Touchdown. What a throw from
Nice.
Rivera to Ben Wilson. That's a 32-yard or 29-yard strike. Academy on the board.
Peyton Prop, and hit hard by Ziegler over the center fielder's head. Can't get to it. That will score Delosier. They send her home. There's the throw. She's in there safe.
Shot through. Bynum with the game-leading goal. Lamar Bynum.
21 targets to go for it. Rivera back to pass, 7-step drop. Looking in the end zone, going to Garris. Caught down at the 6-yard line. First down. Wow.
Man.
What a catch by Kellen Garris.
Goes around Bynum. Here's Kumar. Can Kumar even this up? He does! What a dribble shot.
Kept in play by Martinez. Blocked up front by Kalajic. The Bengal blocked straight down by Wallace. McIntosh for the swing! And she got it! Number 1,000 in the career of Sydney McIntosh here.
That one dropped in ace for Michaela Martinez.
No score here in the top of the third. Swing on the outside, not.
Hi, my name is Adrian Chavez Sr., proud owner, operator of Lobo Protective Services. We are also a proud member of ProView Networks, as well as so excited that New Mexico Youth Sports is back. In order to join our team, please join us at www.loboprotectiveservices.com.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
You trusted your home or business security to a company with an armed response. They sold out to a national corporate giant, and you're stuck on the brink of less security. I'm Aaron Jones, owner of International Protective Service. IPS isn't for sale. I'm invested here, and I care about your home and business as if it's my own. Let the highly trained armed guards or 24-hour patrols of IPS protect what's yours. With faster response times to catch criminals and less associated costs. Call 897-2420 or go to ipsglobal.com.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number one in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all at Valley Fence Company.
Dreaming about that brand new Subaru? You know which one you want, but have you been
6 o'clock pregame over on News Radio KKLB. 7 o'clock kickoff down in the West Texas, beautiful down in the West Texas town of El Paso. That's where they're going to be. Ryder Cup is underway. I needed A. Marie to punching buttons. I couldn't.
Isn't that my job?
Probably not. But I'm sure glad you were here. I couldn't get the buttons to work on the TV. And she's like, here, well, you can shuttle up, like, one go up one channel. I'm like, we're on 140. I got to go to 401. I'm like, I don't want it that bad. 4 matches out there right now. It is all square through 5. Sergio and John Rahm, the 2 Spaniards, against Justin Thomas and Jordan Spieth. Americans are up in this match through 2. Brooks Koepka and Daniel Berger are leading Lee Westwood and Matt Fitzpatrick 1 up. Paul Casey, Victor Hovland, and Dustin Johnson, Colin Morikawa all square through 3. And also all square Ian Poulter, Rory McIlroy against Patrick Cantlay and Xander Schauffele. There's not very much emotion from the Americans in a Xander Schauffele, Patrick Cantlay.
Patrick Cantlay was going to fist bump some more today.
He might.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go team go.
Big pro-American crowd out there, obviously. Sometimes I forget which computer I'm signing into. Yeah, like how many passwords in computers do you have?
A lot.
Is there? What's the easiest way to manage passwords? Write them all down, keep them in your phone. I mean, and then you got to change them all the time because, you got to change them all the time. Is there, honestly, I know there's an app.
And they say you should change your password often, but it's
that's great.
It's a pain.
But how do you remember it? Honestly, I mean, everything from your bank to signing on to your whatever subscription to. No, really.
No, I pretty much have the same password now for everything.
I thought I did at one point. Now it's because you've had to change it so many times and you can't use the last one. And is there I know there's a formula to it, but anyway, you into the Ryder Cup? You fired up about this?
I will be tuning in throughout the weekend. Check it out.
So you'll randomly watch it.
I will randomly watch it.
All right, I'm going to make this. It will be my anchor on Saturday. It just will be, and Sunday. I mean, Sunday's NFL. It'll split. I'll split screen that. Playing golf in the afternoon, so I got to find the Bucks and Rams on my phone because, I mean, that feels like I just got to find the Bucks and Rams on my phone. It just feels that way. All right, take me out of yesterday. What did we learn? What did you learn about the Panthers Texans? Anything?
Nothing shocking.
Yeah. Seriously, nothing. Right?
Yeah.
All right.
Biggest takeaway is Christian McCaffrey's hurt.
Yep.
It's a huge takeaway, man. It's a huge takeaway. Chuba Hubbard, impressed?
Opportunity.
That's all you can ask
That's all you need sometimes.
That's all you can ask for. Pick him up. Everybody already raced to their waiver wire?
If you're smart, you already had him. If you're a Christian McCaffrey owner.
Yeah. All right. Lobos and UTEP tomorrow. We'll get there. Baseball yesterday. The National League West is now within 1 game. What a weird. Did you watch the afternoon when you were home? Did you watch the Rockies, Dodgers, Giants, Padres as it was going on almost simultaneously?
Wild finishes.
Well, literally, within minutes, stuff was happening in the 2 venues. And as Max Muncy hit his home run to put the Dodgers up, then the Giants had tied the game, and so they both went extra innings. Dodgers win. Well, that's really interesting. All right, that shows me something's going on over here. Oh, I see what's happening. Or do I? Oh, figured it out. Did you know there was a little manual shade on the camera?
I do now. That's pretty cool
Did
if
you
you
know
have
that?
one.
No.
I saw a little side sliver, and there was like a little manual shade to cover your cat. Who knew? And somehow it got slid
Wow.
over. I didn't know that.
Well, privacy feature on yours. Pretty cool.
Yeah, who knew?
Adrian, we're learning this morning.
Yeah, I'm on my way in now, Adrian. I got this figured out. I'm looking at how much technology. It's a little sliding piece of plastic. I mean, honestly, I'm like, okay, what's wrong with my settings? What's wrong with my
Friday.
settings? I'm here. I'm into this. I reset it twice. It's a little sliding piece of plastic.
Between the remote and the Zoom this morning.
Should I go home now? I mean, honestly.
Let's watch the Ryder Cup.
I figured this one out myself. I didn't need you to figure it out. Just for the record. I did need you to help me figure that out. So the Dodgers now have a way tougher schedule than the Giants do, simply because the Dodgers are going to end in Milwaukee. It's a one game now. As far as the American League wild card is concerned, with Toronto yesterday, they get beat. And so they start this last stretch one game behind the Yankees. But I told you yesterday kind of what the schedule was. Yankees are going to finish up with a much, much tougher run than Toronto will. Yankees finish up their last 9 at Boston, at Toronto, and versus Tampa Bay.
Ooh.
Yeah, at Boston, who is the wild card number 1 right now, at Toronto, the team with whom they are battling for the final wild card, and Tampa Bay, the team who will win the division. Meanwhile, Toronto will be at Minnesota, then play the Yankees, and finish up with 3 with Baltimore. So I got Yankee fan yelling and screaming, if we don't make the playoffs, Boone's got to get fired, and he doesn't even get a yoo-hoo. And I'm looking at it, and granted, maybe he shouldn't be in this position. I'll listen to that. But it's inarguable down the stretch who's got a much more favorable run, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, the schedule's right there. It was just crazy watching yesterday how it was going back and forth. It's both teams sitting there just a game back of each other. And yeah, I don't know if the Rockies can play the Dodgers that tough. I mean, the Giants that tough, but there's just something about the Dodgers that they've turned it up another level this season when they faced them.
All right, so let me give you the final run for the Dodgers and for the Giants, because they do not play each other. It's really kind of odd, actually, because you typically, I know it's a 5-team division, but you typically finish with divisional opponents. The Giants do. They have 3 in Colorado. Rockies aren't good. 3 at home versus Arizona. Arizona's horrible. And then 3 at home with the Padres. And the Padres got nothing to play for at that point, probably, right?
Yeah.
So that's where it is for the Giants, who have a 1-game lead and have a more favorable schedule, because for Los Angeles, they will finish. They got 3 in Arizona. They get the Padres, who love to beat them. And then they finish with 3 with Milwaukee, who at that point is Milwaukee. What is Milwaukee playing for? And are they playing for home field in a playoff series? They're 91-62. Maybe they're resting too. They're pretty much slotted in as the number 2 division winner, right? They're not. What are they playing for? So maybe they're resting some people too. We'll see. But a big one for the Dodgers last night. Thank you to the Padres if you're a Dodger fan. And it's where you are right now. But it's going to be good baseball. Keep an eye on that this weekend too. As you're watching the golf, as you're watching your footy, keep an eye on that, because I think it's coming right down the stretch. And the American League wild card is your other thing to watch. But thank you. The Rockies play the Dodgers tight, man.
They do. It's like, we're going to play our best baseball against usually the best team in the division. Let's go.
Can they do that against the Giants?
We'll see.
Can they help a brother out? Like, I mean, can they go out and win? Be nice of them. We're not here to be nice. It's not about being nice. So there's your baseball, and it's going to get interesting as you head down the stretch. And you can get in on that at 505-246-0610 or 888-922-0610. Lobo Hobo says he needs an early hoe, Jeff. It just makes JJ's pregame show seem even closer when we kick off the weekend with an early hoe.
We'll do an early hoe today.
You going to hoe early today?
Yes.
All right. Mike says, isn't it ironic, Jeff Alou? A month ago, the Viper Pit was trolling OD. Nervous Bobcat was going to Yoko Ono on the house. Now it's Eric that's doing a major house renovation, and there's not a Bobcat in sight. Oh, so Eric got his big dog show, but didn't take Bobcat with him?
Yes.
Damn, all that mess Bob took about, gosh, you're going to leave Eric. And really, it's Eric who left him? It sounds like days of our radio, doesn't it?
Ooh, what a good show.
I don't know. Is Bobcat going to leave Eric? Eric's worried because Bobcat is moonlighting and cheating on him with the OD and the AM. What a turn. Eric leaves Bobcat. Eric gets his big-time promotion. Eric's big time now. He's on every day on the big stick. And Bobcat's left behind. And no OD to go back to because A. Marie has snuck in and taken the OD. Play it.
What about the 4 p.m.?
I mean, who's on that?
I don't know.
I don't even. Who is on the
Roulette?
Who's producing that show?
I think
Brandon
it's
Stay
Vitale.
over there?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, on this station.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right. When we get back, we'll get more into your football weekend. We'll get into United's pledge now of $10 million. So now you've got a clear picture of what it is your local team is putting up, and maybe that helps you as far as answer one of the questions. Well, we don't know what they're putting up, and they've talked about private, public. Well, what is it? So now you've got an idea what it looks like. Do you feel better about that? We can get into that. 505-246-0610. Listen, now is the time to save yourself some big money each month. It's not that difficult to make it happen. In fact, it's pretty easy. You just got to refinance your mortgage. So what do you do? Do it now before rates get any higher. I've been talking about this a lot, not because of anything else, but it's important to you. It's important for you to know, look, the rates we're seeing right now can make a significant difference on your budget. Making now the time to call American Financing to see what you qualify for. You can't put this off any longer. You can save hundreds of dollars a month. Is that a big deal to you? Up to $1,000 a month, plus tens of thousands of dollars in long-term savings? I don't know about you, but it's a big deal to me. Call American Financing. You might even postpone 2 mortgage payments. Give them a call. Pre-qualify for free. The number's 505-247-9999. 505-247-9999, or visit them online at americanfinancing.net, NMLS 182334, and MLSconsumeraccess.org.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
You trusted your home or business security to a company with an armed response. They sold out to a national corporate giant, and you're stuck on the brink of less security. I'm Aaron Jones, owner of International Protective Service. IPS isn't for sale. I'm invested here, and I care about your home and business as if it's my own. Let the highly trained armed guards or 24-hour patrols of IPS protect what's yours. With faster response times to catch criminals and less associated costs. Call 897-2420 or go to ipsglobal.com.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number 1 in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all at Valley Fence Company.
Dreaming about that brand new Subaru? You know which one you want, but have you been able to really drive one yet? Whether you're online at fiestasubaru.com or ready to get out and drive the real thing, our Subarus are sanitized and ready to drive. There's never been a better time to fall in love with your new Subaru. So get driving now at Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or online at fiestasubaru.com to schedule your real test drive.
When looking for the best experience while buying an all-new Kia, Fiesta Kia offers some of the most knowledgeable and friendly Kia specialists in New Mexico. They'll help you find the Kia that will meet all your expectations. Kias have some of the most affordable vehicles for you to choose from, offering extensive options and style for the price. And with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, Kia won't be beat. Come be a part of the Fiesta family today, 7400 Lomas Boulevard Northeast, or start driving now at fiestakia.com.
Are you sure we're supposed to be doing this?
Don't worry, I've watched him do it 1,000 times. Come on, what's the worst that can happen?
Lobos and UTEP tomorrow. How you feeling about that? 1.5 was the last number I saw. If that matters to you, those sorts of things. Lobos are dogs going to UTEP. I was saying this yesterday, JJ. UTEP, it's the third time this year they are favorites, and the second time against a division or FBS team. Last time, if I asked you, when was the last time UTEP was favored in an FBS game? Would you have an idea?
Last time UTEP was favored
Before this year, before the New Mexico State, now New Mexico game. Would you, like, where would
2017?
2016.
Close, yeah.
2016. And I don't think it's because they're good. I mean, maybe you know, I'll give you better. It's down to a point. They're favored against New Mexico State in New Mexico. Now, I asked, when was the last time New Mexico State was favored against an FBS team? I don't know what the answer is to that. But you like the Mountain West slate this week? It's interesting. There's like sneaky interesting games like San Jose State, Western Michigan. You're like, all right, whatever. Western Michigan's a 2.5-point favorite over the defending Mountain West champions. How can that be, Jeff? Some team from the MAC? I thought this was the mighty Mountain West. Well, take two things into consideration. Okay, Western Michigan is 2-1. They lost to Michigan. They beat Pitt last week on the road. They beat an ACC team on the road last week. And A-Marie and I were having this conversation yesterday. I don't always put a ton into travel, but if a team played late night on Saturday in Hawaii, got home probably, 11 o'clock noon on Sunday, loses Sunday, and then has to go to Ypsilanti or Kalamazoo. They got to go to Kalamazoo, Michigan the next week, go from the Hawaiian time zone to the East. I think that travel matters. Yeah. And the game is an early kick. It's a noon kick, our time. I think that's where I think that number comes in. I think San Jose State has a real good chance to win the game. Obviously, it's a 2.5-point favorite, but that's one of those games where I know Mountain West fan looks at, Western Michigan, whatever. Easy because it's not that much of a gimme, and this is a tough spot for San Jose State.
The travel is huge, as you said it. That's why it's going to be a tighter contest. The schedule overall for Mountain West football is boring. You get Boise State, Utah State's marquee game. Conference clash, 10 a.m. on CBS. Other than that, you expect Wyoming to roll UConn. Colorado State's at Iowa.
When was the last time you saw a Mountain West team as a 30.5-point road favorite? That's how bad UConn is.
UConn's bad.
I mean, horrible. No, I mean, UConn is, I do believe, worse than New Mexico State, right?
Yes.
I think New Mexico State looks good at times. UConn has been brutal. UConn, I mean, they scored 21 points finally last week against Army, but gave up 52. Yeah. Boise State, Utah State tomorrow night. Tomorrow day. Tomorrow, 10 o'clock on Big Boy CBS. 10 o'clock kick in Logan on CBS. New Mexico, UTEP, Hawaii, New Mexico State, FAU, Air Force, and Towson, San Diego State. Colorado State, 23.5-point dog at Iowa. That's not nearly enough, is it? Iowa, 5th ranked in the country, only getting 23.5 at home against Colorado State? It's not.
Yeah, especially when you look at how the Rams beat Toledo last week. It was 5 field goals and a punt return touchdown.
Yeah, offensively they're still struggling. How are they going to score against Iowa? How are they going to stop Iowa? Yeah, that doesn't seem enough. There's still been more noise, and I got more people like asking me why is Air Force and Colorado State considering the American? And I guess I just don't have a good answer for you. Like when people are asking you that, what are you telling them? Because I don't have a good answer.
I don't have a good answer either. It's one that, what do you feel slighted about? You have to do something. I don't care if you have a brand new stadium. It's not like you're winning games at a high clip and you're getting overlooked for things yet.
Right.
If you're Colorado State. And it's been something that Troy Calhoun has talked about for a little while. For
Getting
some
out of the
reason,
Mountain
is
West.
getting out of the Mountain West, which I just have never understood why he's felt that way.
So Colorado State it makes no sense to me. I just don't know what they think they're doing. And they think they're going to a bigger league, a bigger dog. I just don't get it. Air Force, in some respect, I guess, if you want to tell me that they recruit on a national footprint, that this would give them more of a national. I mean, the American ranges from Florida to Texas, right? Through the Carolinas and down through the South, and so I guess you can tell me that. But is that better than the West Coast for them? Is exposure in Tulsa and in the Carolinas and Florida and Texas better than California, Arizona? I mean, I guess it's not Arizona necessarily, but in this region, I don't know how that makes them better.
Well,
they're in a league with Navy at that point.
Yeah, and it seems like if you're recruiting to the Air Force Academy,
yeah, that's
that
international.
It doesn't matter what conference you play in because you're making a commitment beyond football regardless.
Yeah. I more and more. We had Jerry on with us yesterday. Jerry Emery, I don't think he had an answer either, right? I mean, he thinks the Mountain West is in a better place than the American is too. Jerry was interesting yesterday. We asked him about the drum. I mean, half his time was. I mean, he was cranky about not getting that damn drum into Notre Dame Stadium. Now, am I wrong?
No.
So I want to get started with Jerry and getting the drum in. All right, Schauffele and Cantlay have now gone 2-2 over Poulter and McElroy. So the Americans are now leading 2 of the 4 matches. Koepka and Berger are up 1-4 on Westwood and Fitzpatrick. The Euros are up 1-4. Casey and Hovland are leading Dustin Johnson, Colin Morikawa, and the other one is all square through 6. That's a really good one. John Rahm and Sergio against Spieth and Thomas. That's a great match.
These are fun today.
Yeah, no, this is really good stuff. And no, you're not going to see Koepka and DeChambeau. How do you expect DeChambeau to play in this? It really interests me to see how he will play team golf.
I'm not worried about it.
Do you want, if you're a guy out there, do you want to be paired with him? Do you want to hit his drive? I mean, his drive could leave you on a par 5. It could leave you 100. It could leave you a 9-iron out, or it could leave you in the woods.
Yeah, there's not a lot of in between with DeChambeau.
I mean, are you going to Steve Stricker and say, yeah, I'll play with him? Because I'm not sure I am. If he's asked me, who do you want to play with? Because I'm sure he's at that conversation. Who do you play well with?
Want to play with Brooks or Bryson at this tournament?
Well, Daniel Berger seems that's actually a pretty good demeanor. It feels like Berger and Koepka, but I mean,
Koepka doesn't like team golf though.
Yeah,
it's an individual sport.
He wants to go. He doesn't like watching film, and he doesn't. You're right. He doesn't want to. He wants to go home and take a nap.
Don't we all, Brooks? Don't we all?
That's actually pretty fair. Don't we all, Brooksy? Don't we all? How's your Brooksy team doing, by the way? Did you pick up Chuba Hubbard yet?
No, but now Dalvin might not play on Sunday.
Is he really, is that real? Like he might not play?
I hope he does.
No, I kind of need him to play too.
Well, I think we're just resting him. I think he will play, but that's my opinion.
Sunday mornings, you literally can't do stuff on Sunday mornings now. You gotta stare at who's playing and who's not.
Until 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
I need him in general on Sunday.
I determined yesterday, and I think A-Marie agreed. Most on the line this week, any team in the NFL is Vikings. I think they're the highest expectation team that is 0-2.
Yeah.
You go 0-3, and I think they're playing a team better than them in Seattle.
They are.
And a team coming off a tough loss.
We're both coming off tough losses.
Yeah, that's
and
fine.
we haven't beat Seattle in a while, so I think it's time.
I think they're better than Minnesota. I just do. I mean, that's just my opinion. We'll see on Sunday, won't we? And then you want to
think their defense is better than our defense?
I think their defense is comparable to your defense. I think your defense, Minnesota's. You got me into you and we.
Sorry, you and we. The Minnesota. Do you think the Minnesota Viking defense is better? I mean,
I think they're comparable. I understand on paper, and I understand how everybody's telling me how great Minnesota's defense is, and I'm not certain I'm down with that.
Yeah.
I think I look at it on paper. Oh yeah, he's good.
What makes Seattle better?
I didn't say Seattle's better. I said they're comparable.
Oh, comparable.
No, I didn't say they're better.
Okay.
No, I don't know.
No, I was
think
just curious.
I don't think their defense is better. but I think they're comparable. I mean, I'm looking. You gave up 24 points to the 27 points to the Bengals, and 34 points. Like, how good is your defense? Tell me how great Minnesota's defense is. They're giving up 30 points a game, 31 points a game.
Right. Week 1, I blame on penalties for the Minnesota Vikings, but
okay.
week 2, but yeah.
Well, I don't know. Tell me how good a defense is that's giving up 31 points a game.
You are correct. Yeah.
I mean, they should be good.
Yes.
Have they been?
This year? No.
Did you watch the Cardinal game? That was a shootout.
It was a shootout.
Okay. I saw Joe Burrow kind of throw all over him in week 1 in the first half, then kind of shut it down and get super, super conservative.
Yes.
So they should be better.
They should.
I'm not sold that they're good enough just to go out there and win.
Yeah.
All right, 505-246-0610. I mean, I want your defense to be. I'm not convinced. I think the Rams defense is that great either. I mean, they're good. I think Jalen Ramsey and Aaron Donald are really good. I'm not sure. I think everybody else is great. I think defenses get really
feel that.
hyped.
Yeah, no.
You'll find out this week. Yeah, well, I mean,
I hope Dalvin plays. That's all I'm saying for fantasy and for Minnesota Viking fans.
Dalvin doesn't play. I need some Chuba Hubbard. Life happens. Ask Dalvin. Different stuff.
And Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, it happens quickly. Guys, things that are going to happen along the way are natural. Things that you might need some help dealing with, and that's where NuMale comes in. As you age, things like fatigue and weight gain, even erectile dysfunction are some of those natural things. There's a good chance that you're going to be affected. That is where NuMale comes in. They will help you deal with those things. Take care of them. You'll feel better, but you got to call NuMale. They're not going to call you. You got to call them at 505-652-1688. 505-652-1688 or visit them online at NuMale. That's NUMALE.com. All the time there's excuses for everything. It's not convenient. I don't have time. I don't know where to go. Stop it. Don't make excuses. Make the call. Do this for you. NuMale's right here in Albuquerque. The process is comfortable. It's convenient. They're with you every step of the way. But the best part, the most important part about this is results. Results are real. It works, and men all over the country are benefiting from this. Do this for yourself, guys. Call NuMale at 505-652-1688. 505-652-1688, or visit NuMale.com and feel like you again.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
You trusted your home or business security to a company with an armed response. They sold out to a national corporate giant, and you're stuck on the brink of less security. I'm Aaron Jones, owner of International Protective Service. IPS isn't for sale. I'm invested here, and I care about your home and business as if it's my own. Let the highly trained armed guards or 24-hour patrols of IPS protect what's yours. With faster response times to catch criminals and less associated costs, call 897-2420 or go to ipsglobal.com.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number one in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all at Valley Fence Company.
Dreaming about that brand new Subaru? You know which one you want, but have you been able to really drive one yet? Whether you're online at fiestasubaru.com or ready to get out and drive the real thing, our Subarus are sanitized and ready to drive. There's never been a better time to fall in love with your new Subaru. So get driving now at Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or online at fiestasubaru.com to schedule your real test drive.
When looking for the best experience while buying an all-new Kia, Fiesta Kia offers some of the most knowledgeable and friendly Kia specialists in New Mexico. They'll help you find the Kia that will meet all your expectations. Kias have some of the most affordable vehicles for you to choose from, offering extensive options and style for the price. And with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, Kia won't be beat. Come be a part of the Fiesta family today, 7400 Lomas Boulevard Northeast, or start driving now at fiestakia.com.
Are you sure we're supposed to be doing this?
Don't worry, I've watched him do it 1,000 times. Come on, what's the worst that can happen?
No! Bad dog! Hi, welcome to Car Crafters. What happened? Don't worry, we'll make it like it never happened.
Car Crafters, it's like it never happened.
Car Crafters is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
I prefer to do stuff online. I can find things much quicker, do the research I need, and have it shipped or waiting for me to pick up. The Shop by Payments option was perfect for me. I got online, clicked on Shop by Payments, put in my down payment and monthly budget, and the guessing was done. From laptop, I was able to nail down the bike I wanted, add a few customizations, and get an estimate on my trade-in.
Dream Style Roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. There at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever. No one does it better. You need a new roof, you know who to call. Dream Style Roofing tops them all.
A burglary takes place in the United States approximately every 15 seconds. International Protective Service is your answer for commercial and residential security in all of Albuquerque. IPS will work with your monitoring company for fast, reliable response times. You can rest easy knowing you, your family, or your company is watched over by International Protective Service. Call International Protective Service today.
Dreaming about that brand new Subaru? You know which one you want, but have you been able to really drive one yet? Whether you're online at fiestasubaru.com or ready to get out and drive the real thing, our Subarus are sanitized and ready to drive. There's never been a better time to fall in love with your new Subaru. So get driving now at Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or online at fiestasubaru.com to schedule your real test drive.
Jackson Compaction wants to help you keep your green. And keep the community green as well. Jackson Compaction has worked hard to maintain the same prices since day one. Always easy and painless trash removal with
610, the sports animal.
All right, let's go. It's up to you now. 505-246-0610. Sean, How's it feel watching Sam Darnold be 3-0?
It feels an awful lot like watching Robbie Anderson be better than he ever was in Green last year.
Well, he only had one catch yesterday.
It seems like a trend, though. Whenever we send a player to the Panthers, they're going to play better.
Yeah, well, Sam Darnold certainly is. He's in a much better situation. I always thought he was a pretty decent quarterback, and he's getting a chance to prove it.
He is, and that system seems to be working well for him. And the biggest thing is he's playing on the move. He did that at USC, and it's what he's comfortable doing. We tried to force him into a box at the Jets, and it just didn't work.
Yep, if you're going to draft a guy, you can't change him. You draft him. If that's not going to fit your system, then go draft somebody else. You're not, utilize what his skill set is. Don't figure that you're going to just change it and make it different. That's what made him successful. That got him to that point in the draft, and let him be who he is. And we always talk about is it a system? Is it players that fit a system? At some point, you got to fit what the player does.
You have to play to their strengths.
Yep.
Yeah, you need to improve weaknesses, but play to their strengths, and the results are there. You can't argue with that. But you said 0-2, and I felt like you sent a bad signal for all us Jets fans.
All right.
The chance at going to the playoffs, at going 0-3 is like 2%.
Is that what it is? 2%? Yeah.
It's that low. I think the Texans did it a few years back. But of all the 0-2 teams, the biggest surprise for me is the Colts. I thought that defense was going to carry them better than it has so far.
Yeah, their defense hasn't been, I don't think, horrible. I thought they made the Rams work last week. I'm more concerned about what they do offensively. Now, Carson Wentz sounds like he's going to go. He's got 2 sprained ankles. Okay. How's that going to work for you?
At what point do they just pull the plug on Carson Wentz with all these injuries and all the uncertainty, that the time that he's not practicing with a team that he hasn't been with before for a very long time?
But what's your option, Sean? At what point do you pull it and put in Jacob Eason? I mean, you've invested all that money into Carson Wentz. Frank Reich brought him over, believed in him. He's all in, and your backup is Jason Eason, or Jacob Eason, or Sam Ehlinger. Well, what are you pulling the plug for? Did you watch what happened with the rookie quarterback last night?
Well, if you go 0-3, your chances of making the playoffs drastically lower.
Understood.
When do you pull the plug?
Yeah, I don't know. But probably not yet.
But I'm looking forward to some fun games this weekend. Hopefully the Jets-Broncos game goes my way. I need some positive vibes for this season.
All right, we'll take the 10.5 points if you want. That might give you a chance.
That might give me a chance.
Yeah. All right,
but
Sean.
I appreciate you, and as always, you have a fantastic weekend.
Enjoy the weekend. 10.5 too much? Jets going into Mile High or whatever what do we call it today? Denver?
That's right there, because the Broncos, you look what they did against Jaguars with 23-13.
Yeah.
I don't know. That seems fair. Like, they're good, but they haven't been blowing the doors off people.
All right. Bruin James, good morning. You're on the Quon's Auto Care Hotline. Good day, sir.
Good morning. How you doing? How you doing, guys?
Life's grooving. What's happening?
I just got back from the IE, man.
IE?
Yeah, it was nice. It was really nice down there.
Welcome home.
Yeah. Hey, so we got Stanford this weekend, and it looks like this is like this would be a measuring stick game for us, or to get our defense back. Our offense looks awesome. Defense needs a little work. We got some guys back there and a little banged up and stuff. So we need to get back on track.
For those unfamiliar with who he is weeing, it would be UCLA. Continue.
Okay, my bad.
No, that's all right. I'm just trying to set the stage.
All right. And you're a big Rams fan, right?
I do like the Rams, yes.
Okay. You grew up in Southern California also, right?
I did, yes.
Okay. So, you know the whole controversy around Carroll Rosenblum and how he died, right?
Oh, way back in the day with his wife? Yeah.
Yeah, so you are okay, then you are a true Rams fan, okay.
Georgia Fontaine Rosenblum, yeah.
Yeah, so, okay,
She
right
got the
on.
team,
Hey,
yeah.
so you know the...
Yeah, Georgia got the team. Yep.
Yeah, right on. Okay. So me and Abe Marie were kicking that around, and She wanted me to ask you that. So right on. You are a true rascal. I could say that. You're genuine.
I'm glad I passed your test. I feel better now.
All right. You guys have a good weekend, guys. Take care.
See you. Yeah, that was a big deal back in the day. Like owner dies, wife, big blonde attractive wife. Oh, and now she's got a new dude and she got the team, and yeah, it was a real deal. All right, do I have time to do this? Take Rudy's call? I don't. All right, Rudy, I'm going to hold you through the break because I'm on the hard break.
Is that kind of like the name 3 players test you just got?
Kind of.
To be a Rams fan.
I mean, but I passed his test. That's really what matters.
I love how he got me involved.
Yeah, thank you for the test. I didn't even study for that one. 505-246-0610. I'll update you on the Ryder Cup. Big putt by John Rahm. Look at Whistling Straits, man. I told you, remember when they had whatever the major was there? Usually I tell you I want to play the golf course. I don't want to play.
You don't want to play that?
No. That one just doesn't look like it would be fun. I'm not good enough to play Whistling Straits. How about that? I do want to play Gus. I'm not good enough to play that either. But it's the opening drive. Jeff Symbieta, JJ Buck, A. Marie. Merry Friday to you. You're listening to the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 670 Sports Animal and ProView Networks with Adrian.
Jim Rose. It is
for your business or your home. Valley Fence stands alone. We're number 1 in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all at Valley Fence Company.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
I prefer to do stuff online. I can find things much quicker, do the research I need, and have it shipped or waiting for me to pick up. The Shop by Payments option was perfect for me. I got online, clicked on Shop by Payments, put in my down payment and monthly budget, and the guessing was done. From laptop, I was able to nail down the bike I wanted, add a few customizations, and get an estimate on my trade-in.
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better. And we welcome you to bring your kids also. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
Dropped in ace for Michaela Martinez.
No score here in the top of the third. Swing on the outside. Not.
Oldfelder.
7 o'clock in the morning.
7 a.m. where have you been? 7 a.m. where is your brother?
Now, voted the best sports show in New Mexico for 5 years running. This is the opening drive with two-time New Mexico Sportscaster of the Year, Jeff Symbieta, and JJ Buck.
I love when we get sports in the morning, live sports. One thing about doing the morning show, it's so rare that we have stuff going on. You do an afternoon show and there's games going on. You can react to stuff that's happening. Ryder Cup is underway. You've got 4 foursomes out right now, and the Americans are up in 3 of them. I believe that to be right. Yes. Jordan Spieth and Justin Thomas are losing to Rahm and Garcia. Rahm and Garcia up 2 through 8. But in the other 3, Dustin Johnson and Colin Morikawa are up 1 after 7 over Victor Hovland and Paul Casey. Daniel Berger's playing with Brooks Koepka. They're 2 up through 5 over Matt Fitzpatrick and Lee Westwood. And Xander Schauffele and Patrick Cantlay are playing now. Early on, they're 4 up through 4 over Rory McIlroy and Ian Poulter, so they won the first 4 holes. Jeff Symbieta, JJ Buck, A. Marie, keep you up to date on it. But it is nice to have something to watch and react to, and I mean that's why we love live sports, right?
That's fun. Love the energy of the Ryder Cup, especially when it's home field advantage. The U.S. Americans out there,
America,
in some tough shots.
America.
Let's go.
We've only won twice in 20 years.
They've owned this thing, man.
We've owned it, but in the last 20 years.
The Euros have owned it. Now, there's been a couple of halves, I think, in there. But yeah, I mean, it's
time.
You play it every other year. It looks like a European course in America, doesn't it?
It does.
It's in Wisconsin. It looks like a Euro course. All right, let's go to the phones. 505-246-0610. Hello, Rudy.
Hello. Hope everybody has their Friday red on.
JJ sure does. I got a little red ass, but other than Hey, Marie's got her New Mexico Lobo sweatshirt going. Yep, they do. I failed again.
Well, I got a lot of red. I could probably run by and drop something off.
Yeah, all right. I got a red golf shirt in the car for later.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, I played in a charity golf tournament yesterday and had a great time. The Keller Williams tournament. That's a yearly thing, and bumping a bunch of realtors in one day.
Beautiful.
That was fun. I think the Lobos are going to go down there, and I think they're going to win. I think that what happened last week is basically what happens to programs when you're trying to change the mindset. And I think Danny was very open and honest about that, and that's why I appreciate him. And I'm going to head down there. I'm going to wear my cherry and see if the Lobos can pull off a victory. It's a short trip down to El Paso, and I used to like to do that because every year we'd play either UTEP down there and New Mexico State down there in September, and it was a great time to go stop by Hatch on the way back and pick up some chili.
Look, it's a great trip. Actually, if you want to make a trip out of that, you go get some chili. You stop down in San Antonio and pick your favorite of those 2 burger joints. Get a great burger, whether it's the Buckhorn or the Owl. Get some chili on the way down or the way back. There's a few golf courses now. Red Hawk's up. There's the one in TRC, or if you're going all the way to El Paso, you can pick a golf course to play. Tailgate, have a good game, and yeah, no, that's never a bad trip.
No, and if you leave at 9, you're there by 1 in the afternoon, basically, so you have all afternoon to get ready for a 7 p.m. game. So hope to bump into some Lobo fans down there, tailgating before the game, and we'll see what happens. Dodgers pulled a tough one out yesterday. I ended up watching it at night on the replay because I was at the golf tournament, and, this is going to go right down to the wire. My final thoughts are about the press conference that was held yesterday about the stadium. And, Trevisani's starting to sound like Tommy Flanagan. Remember the guy on Saturday Night Live? And he go, yeah, that's the ticket.
Yeah.
And now we're going to let women play. Yeah, that's the ticket. And we're going to have an LGBTQ team. That's the ticket. Look, if I could borrow $10 million and get $100 million back, wow. I mean, Jeff, lend me $100 million and I'll put $10 million down. This is a bait and switch. I'm really tired of it. If they have the money, they should put the money up. if they don't have the money, because the voters aren't going to vote for this. Nobody I've talked to is for this stadium the way it's been proposed. Nobody's in favor of it that I've talked to. You can spin it all you want, and maybe they will, and maybe this vote will go differently, but I don't think so. And I just know Albuquerque. I've lived here my whole life. If you're going to build something, build it so that the Gladiators can play there, so that you can have concerts. So none of that has been laid out in any of this stuff. And now all of a sudden at the last minute, they're throwing all these bones at us like we're going to just say, oh, yeah, if women get to play there, I'm going to vote for it. That's not how it works.
Well, so I'm going to get into this a little bit. And, Rudy, I appreciate the call. Safe travels down there, and woof, woof, woof. So Peter Trevisani was out yesterday with Lawrence Real, with the city. So we've heard private-public partnership on this, right? And there's been a question on the stadium. How much will United put up? There's been no answer. So you got your answer yesterday. They're putting in $10 million towards this project. $10 million off the top, and rent will be $800,000 with another, so almost $1 million a year. And so at least, to me, at least there's a number now. Like, okay, so they're in, and if they borrowed the money, like, okay. I mean, if you borrowed the money, so they borrowed the money. That's kind of what business is. You borrow money to get things going if you make money on your investment. So I don't have a problem with that. So now you know that they're putting $10 million in towards what they claim will be an $85 million project without land acquisition, without the infrastructure. But I to me, that answered one of the questions. How much are they putting up? Okay, now you know it's going to be $10 million. That answers a question. I don't have a problem if they borrow the money or where they got the money from. I guess I don't. You know, that's what business is. You borrow money, you invest, you hope that you're going to make more money. You plan to make more money off of it.
So it looks like with that plus the $8 million from the state, they're saying that they have $18 million to put towards the project, and so you're sitting there about $68 million if the bond were to pass that they'd have for the stadium.
Now, there's still money. Where are you getting the land acquisition? What's the infrastructure improvements going to be? Parking. There's still questions. And the people that I've talked to, the biggest question, and one of the biggest hurdles is where's it going to be? And people are not, and again, if you're okay with it, I'm not telling you how to vote. Where is it going to be? Well, we'll tell you later. It's going to be, but people want to vote on a stadium at a site, not just, all right, a stadium and you guys decide where it's going to be. Do you find that to be still one of the obstacles here?
It is, and had some, of course, a lot of reaction after our conversation on Wednesday.
Yeah, because it's horrible.
And someone brought up that the downtown stadiums, people go to other places, don't have a lot of parking, but that's just a totally new mindset for if you just think about Albuquerque and the way the city reacts.
Well, the difference is a lot of those, and that's not incorrect. There's not a ton, but there's also a lot of public transportation that people utilize. Well, that's coming. Well, where's the plan for that? Where's the infrastructure improvement? That's not totally incorrect as far as people, there's not a ton of parking. But you look at most major cities, there's a rail system or there's a subway system that people utilize.
Like they're ingrained in using public transportation already.
Yes. Jared, good morning. You're on the Quan's Auto Care Hotline. Hello, Jared.
Good morning. Everybody has such a short memory. Mayor Keller said no, vetoed $2.6 million incentive for Top Golf, and the city council overrided the mayor. And Top Golf's here, and it's ghetto. We've all been there, but they're struggling. Why? Because Albuquerque's finest go there, the thugs of the city, and it's not fun for my wife and I. So I'm not going, we're not going. Maybe we're going, maybe, but what I'm trying to say is how much money did the city lose on that? That's 1/5 of what we're talking about for United, and they couldn't make that happen. Top Golf's trying to sell. Those are facts. We had $13 million for penguins at the zoo. 2 of them died on the way here. Are the penguins paid off? You guys are not you, the host, but anyone who's supporting this are clowns. Nobody's supporting this. City council or whoever's just pushing it through. And how do you even know what the people want anymore? There's no checks or balances to any of it. So it's silly on such a huge level. And oh, by the way, even if it was free, Even if the stadium was free and cost nothing for nobody, let's just say I pulled it out of a magic hat and there's a stadium. Who's going to work? Who's going to make a stale burger for you to enjoy? Nobody, because nobody's going to go there and work for $8 or $10 an hour. You're going to have to find people to work for. So on day one, even if it's paid off, you're in the hole. That's facts.
Jared, thanks. All right, a couple of things. So at some point, are people going to have to go back to work? Like that, the work issues everywhere. I guess I'm not as concerned. People at some point, people are going to have to go to work, right? I mean, federal assistance is going to stop. Getting paid to sit on your couch and get high is going to stop, right? I mean, and if it's $12, if it's $14 an hour, then pay people $14 an hour to go make a burger and take tickets. You got people that work at Stokes Park, don't you? They seem to have it. People are working there. And have you been to Topgolf? You've been there.
Yeah, I went last Saturday.
Do you find it horribly? I've been there 3 times. I've enjoyed myself every time. I've not felt threatened.
I've also been across the country too, like in different states, and it's all the same to me.
Yeah, Topgolf doesn't feel.
And it's not cheap.
Okay.
No, I'm just saying, like, it
intended to
adds
be
up.
cheap.
No, I'm just saying it's.
Yeah, sometimes entertainment costs.
Of course.
Yeah, I've never felt ghetto at Topgolf. Now, is it for sale and that conversation? Okay, there's merit to that. And how they funded it, you can have that conversation. But those two things, I don't know that I think that you're going to have a problem finding people to work any more than you are anywhere else. But you're creating more opportunity. But I didn't find Topgolf to be ghetto. Anyway, if you want to get in on that, so United has put up their pledge. They've signed their letter of what it's going to be, how much they're going to put up. And so now you have an answer to that. You got 2 calls coming in right off the top saying, yep, it's bait and switch and it's horrible. And how do you feel? 505-246-0610. I'm not looking to bash this thing. You know my concerns. Infrastructure, getting in and out of there, parking, feasibility, land acquisition. To me, there's a lot of questions. And one of them was answered yesterday. How much is United putting up? And Peter said we're putting up $10 million, right?
Yes.
All right. 246-0610 if you want to get in on that. Ryder Cup's going, man, Xander just dropped a bomb. They're 5 up after 5 is Cantlay and Schauffele in their match against it's Rory in that match. 505-246-0610. Hey, if you've been slow to refinance your mortgage, this is your wake-up call. Because interest rates that we're seeing now are not going to be around forever. There's urgency to this. You can't afford to miss out on this. Do yourself a favor, call American Financing, get a free mortgage review, see what you're eligible for. There's no pressure on this, no obligation, no upfront fees, no hidden fees. It's a simple conversation around custom loan programs that might fit you better than what you got. Rates are incredibly low right now. Chances are you will benefit even if you refinance recently, like in the last year. You're still eligible for this. It could mean up to $1,000 in monthly savings plus tens of thousands of dollars in long-term savings. So what are you waiting for? With rates still incredibly low, there's never been a better time to make your move. Pre-qualify for free. Call them at 505-247-9999. 505-247-9999 or visit AmericanFinancing.net, NMLS 182334, NMLSConsumerAccess.org.
Staples Connect.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
I prefer to do stuff online. I can find things much quicker, do the research I need, and have it shipped or waiting for me to pick up. The Shop by Payments option was perfect for me. I got online, clicked on Shop by Payments, put in my down payment and monthly budget, and the guessing was done. From the laptop, I was able to nail down the bike I wanted, add a few customizations, and get an estimate on my trade-in.
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better. And we welcome you to bring your kids also. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
Dropped in ace for Michaela Martinez.
No score here in the top of the third. Swing on the outside.
Old for El Dorado right before we came back with that big play. He's going to the corner. He's wide open. It's a touchdown to Omar El Shanawi.
Blattman, a sophomore out of Abyssal County. That one's hit well, and
AM 610, the sports animal.
All right, Marcos says, what? Awesome attitude, Jared. The stadium issue is about change and progress. Step up your game, dude. It's from Marcos. Well, okay, it's about change and progress, and is not about anything else. I mean, yes, that's part of it. It's about change and progress. It's amazing how perspective is, right? If it can it be about fiscal responsibility? Can it be about what makes sense financially to somebody else? Can it be about where it's going? Any of the questions? Like, yes, I think you and I are on the same page with this. I think we're all about change and progress and bettering this place, right? I think there's a lot of people who got questions, like Jared did, like Rudy did. This person, Harold, says, Jeff, is this 2021 or 1987? In 1987, Mayor Ken Schultz and the Albuquerque City Council were desperate to revitalize downtown. So they pulled a cost of $64 million out of thin air for a performing arts center with few specifics except the preferred location near Civic Plaza. Using a massive hype campaign, they cited overwhelming public support to use a loophole, so they were able to enact the tax increase to pay for it without a vote. As the project stalled over the pesky details, there was a petition drive to get it put on the ballot where the Performing Arts Center was voted down. Sound kind of familiar? It's Harold. All right, look, this comes down to, do we need a stadium? I've heard so many things. We need an arena more than we need this. We need this. We want it in a different part of town. All of that may be true. It may not be true. What's on the ballot is this stadium. Okay, that's what's on the ballot. Now, why is it on the ballot? Peter's got a little juice, and the mayor and city council got it on the ballot, and good for them. Now, do you want this stadium? That's really what it is. Do you want the stadium? Would you want to know where it is? Fair enough. But do you want this stadium? This isn't yay or nay on a arena. This is yay or nay on the stadium and downtown. Now, look, I had a conversation with a developer last night. I know there's a big push for downtown. I understand that, and I'd love to see it. You know where I am. I think we've got two vibrant areas of town. Uptown and Nob Hill. And what if we develop the fairground area and put an arena and a stadium there with the track and the casino and joined Uptown and Nob Hill and made that whole area vibrant. And I know that's a big project and it's way bigger than this $50 million and it's big picture. But that's not on the ballot, okay? That's like if my preferred. I talked with the guy who does this for a living. He's like, wow, actually, that's I really like that. And there's a few people who like that, but that's not what's on the ballot, right? The people in power, the people with the juice, are pushing this downtown thing, and that's cool because it could work downtown too. I agree. We need a vibrant center in Albuquerque, and I know the thought process has got to be downtown. I feel like we've got these two areas that got a ton of potential that we could build. That's my feel on this. Okay, that doesn't mean I don't want a stadium. That doesn't mean I don't want necessarily this stadium downtown. I've thought that for a long time. There's freeway access. There's access to get in and out of there. There's arterials. There's so much of it's already in place, as opposed to going where there isn't. But that's just my feel. But what's on the ballot is none of that. None of that. Do you want this stadium, and do you want it downtown, and do you want it to be paid for thusly?
And I think that gets lost a little bit when people are like, oh, let's just put it here or throw it there. Like, no, that's not what's happening. It's you're voting on yes or no for a stadium at this point in time. And I'll say it, I'll keep saying it, because anytime you kind of put up, if you voice displeasure in it or go, I'm not sure about this, it's people don't listen.
Killing the stadium and you're a fool.
I am pro stadium. This proposal had a lot of holes in it. You finally got an answer yesterday with $10 million up front plus $8 million from the state already, so about $18 million that they're going to say they're going to put on top of it for the $50 million bond. Like, those are the things that people want to know, they want to hear about, and it doesn't make sense that you don't have that lined up already, that you can't say which spot you want to build it. And it feels like, and we have an open invitation, so Peter, all of them can come in, and I was talking with some the other day saying, hey, you let us know, we'll get you in here, start talking, because we don't want to be like the only ones that don't have them on either. But it's one of those things that there's a battle for the land, because some of it is private land. So that's probably what is a challenge, is figuring out, well, they want to build it here, but how are you getting all the land? And that's why they haven't been able to answer that.
And if somebody asks a question, that doesn't mean they're ignorant, they're an a-hole, they're all the names that they're being called, or I guess we've been called, right? If you ask a question, if you're just not, and by the way, that PDF that they put out, it's not gospel as much as you think it is, right? There's another side to this, and people have concern, and not everybody lives in that soccer bubble. Marty, good morning. How are you?
Hey, guys. I just wonder if people like Jared even vote. So I know sometimes there's individuals that are real vocal about stuff, but I wonder if they even go to the ballot. And then statistics tell you they don't. So I'm not really worried about his comments. I kind of, the stadium, I think you have to get into some sort of partnership where there's some things given back to you, whether that be the land or maybe, even really start looking at some corporate investment, because it sounds to me like, the state's going to have to pony up, or the city have to pony up the majority of, the voters. But it could. I don't know, like, who actually owns stadiums. I don't get into that much of sports where I don't have the time, but who actually owns, like, where the Broncos play, Is it multiple groups?
I think it's a municipality.
City?
Yeah. In this case, the city would theoretically own the stadium. The way I understand it is the city would own it. They would get rent in $800,000, and then they would get use of it. They would get to use their stadium 15 days a year.
Doesn't Lambeau own the
Yeah, I
city
mean,
own-
everything is
right?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
but it's different,
that's
probably,
different.
right?
That's different. But in this
But then
scenario,
you've got, you can make money off the sponsorships.
no,
I'd
the
like
city
to see
can't.
more
In this case, the city can't. The way I'm reading this, JJ, tell me if I'm wrong. Naming rights, sponsorships, everything would be revenue that would go to United, not to the city.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, maybe that's something they've got to look at, because
Well,
you know,
if I'm
yeah, you
wrong,
gotta-
somebody could tell me, because I know we were accused of being factually inaccurate the other day, and I'm like, where? But that's the way I understand it. So if I'm wrong, somebody can please. I'm not. That's the way I understand it. So
Yeah, I think. I mean, downtown definitely needs something. It needs a newness to it, right? I always felt like we need more corporate things there. You know, it's too mom and pop, and I get tired of that. So that would be nice. But we'll see. We'll see. I certainly would vote for it. I'm certainly anything that is going to improve your city. Why would you vote for it? Just makes no sense.
Right.
To me, that just makes zero sense.
Marty, good to hear from you. It's a week-to-week league, as you know. See you.
Yeah, you know it. All right.
Marty is the author of that statement here. Sid says, Tingley, Mr. Symbieta, I finally figured out why we don't have anything nice in this state. I was talking to someone the other day, and they were like, why would you want to put a new arena where Tingley is? There's no parking. When I pointed out the fairgrounds is almost nothing but parking, the response was, yeah, but it's a mile away. To me, that land, there's been talk about putting the fairgrounds out on the west side. So moving the state fair to the west side, because it's used for the fair basically a week and a half a year, and then taking that and making that an LA Live type development, right? With the stadium, an arena, you got the racetrack and a casino right there. You've got tons of parking. You've got access off of the freeway. You've got major arterials in Louisiana, San Pedro, Lomas, and Central that would all feed into it off of a major interstate, and you've got Nob Hill and Uptown basically right there. Like I get it. That's a big picture, long term thing. But again, I was talking to a major developer last night, and he's like, I mean that makes total sense, but that's not on the ballot. So that's not this. That's not on the ballot. But I've been saying that for a while. Maurice says public transit sounds nice, but it's more show than substance, Jeff. A couple years ago, I went to a concert in the Pacific Northwest. The venue is serviced by light rail, but when 10,000 people are getting out of the show all at once, one light rail car that holds 50 swings by every 15 minutes, it really doesn't work. It's Maurice. Well, I'll tell you this though, Maurice, and then that's a bad setup, because when I got out of the Nationals game at D.C. and we all got on the rail, the public transit, the train, there were a bunch of them coming by. Like the way it's got to be set up is when games end, there's more than one car every 15 minutes. That's most places do it that way. Now, it sounds like you're in a bad spot there, but right, that's just common sense, isn't it? Game lets out, and we're not running one every 15, 20 minutes. There's a bunch of them ready to go, right?
Yes.
It's got to all work in concert. You can have the conversation. 505-246-0610. We're here for you.
What works for you? How about 45 minutes F45 functional training, high intensity, full body training. Get in and get out. Have a fantastic workout. Get on with your week. Everything else that you got going on. Life is busy. Your schedule's tight. So you just need to find 45 minutes to get in a fantastic workout. And that's what I love about F45 is the classes, everything is set up. It's a different class every single day, but you go in, you get your workout in, and you move on. You don't have to prep, all right, what am I doing today? What do I want my routine to be? No, it's all set up for you. Once you get in there, just follow the routine, get a great workout in, and get on with your schedule. It's the best of both worlds in terms of timing and workout. So check them out now at f45training.com. Download the F45 app today. You can look at the class schedule. Classes available 7 days a week. Sign up for your 7-day free trial. Get in and get going. Team training, life-changing. I'll see you at F45.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
I prefer to do stuff online. I can find things much quicker, do the research I need, and have it shipped or waiting for me to pick up. The Shop by Payments option was perfect for me. I got online, clicked on Shop by Payments, put in my down payment and monthly budget, and the guessing was done. From laptop, I was able to nail down the bike I wanted, add a few customizations, and get an estimate on my trade-in.
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better. And we welcome you to bring your kids also. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
That one dropped in. Ace for Michaela Martinez.
No score here in the top of the third. Swing on the outside.
Old for El Dorado right before we came back with that big play. He's going to the corner. He's wide open. It's a touchdown to Omar El Shanawi.
Flatman, sophomore out of Abyssal County. That one's hit well, and Ziegler.
Rivera back to pass. Throws, got a receiver open, caught.
Wow.
Touchdown. What a throw from Rivera to Ben Wilson. That's a 32-yard or 29-yard strike. Academy on the board.
Peyton Prop, and hit hard by Ziegler over the center fielder's head. Can't get to it. That will score Delosier. They send her home. There's the throw. She's in there safe.
Shot through. Bynum with the game-leading goal. Lamar Bynum.
21 targets to go for it. Rivera back to pass, 7-step drop. Looking in the end zone, going to Garris. Caught down at the 6-yard line. First down. Wow.
Yeah.
What a catch by Kellen Garris.
Goes around Bynum. Here's Kumar. Can Kumar even this up? He does! What a dribble shot.
Kept this play by Martinez. Blocked up front by Kalajic. Fango blocked straight down by Wallace. McIntosh for the swing! And she got it! Number 1,000 in the career of Sydney McIntosh here.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's.
Jim Rome Show is up next at 10, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Big putt for Brooksy right here.
Brooksy!
Ryder Cup underway. Brooksy lips it. They lose the hole. Everybody, it's funny. Everybody just walks away. Spieth and Justin Thomas are losing to John Rahm and Sergio. The Euros are up 3-up after 11 holes. Dustin Johnson, Colin Morikawa 1-up on Hovland and Casey through 9. Daniel Berger and Brooksy just dropped one, so they're 1-up through 6 over Matt Fitzpatrick and Lee Westwood. And Xander Schauffele and Patrick Cantlay are playing really well. 5-up through 7 over Rory McIlroy and Ian Poulter. Ryder Cup is underway at Whistling Straits. 505-246-0610 is how to get to us today. 888-922-0610. Emails come in, Jeff at sportsanimal.com, JJ at sportsanimal.com, and the texts are coming in this morning on the text line, 505-246-0610. The texter says, Topgolf is struggling, really, LOL? There are booked solid for months. If you want to go there with a group, all you stadium haters, just don't go when it passes, and it will. Topgolf is booked all the time. So is that how it is? If you don't vote for this, you're not welcome in the stadium. Is that kind of how
Some
it's gonna
people
be?
believe that.
Where do you get
Maybe
off
just
with
that dude
Like, where do you
on
get
the
off with that
line all the
thought? I'm really kind of curious where you get off with that thought. Just don't go. Like you're not welcome. Remember, we've been told, don't go. You're going to chain yourself to a tree. Just and don't go is the only thing in cap in this text. Don't go is the only thing in caps. All you are you a stadium hater? If you don't like if you want a stadium but you don't like this particular.
You're just not just gushing absolutely everything that's being put out there.
No.
But you bring up questions. Like if this is put in your backyard, would you feel the same way? And it's all right, what are the concerns of that neighborhood? There's that stuff that comes out, but then people are saying, "Oh, that's a lie. This is a lie." You got to listen. If everyone says they want to listen until the person that's saying, like, "Well, I'm not sure," shut up. Okay, so you're not listening.
No, but they don't want to. Nobody wants to listen, and maybe both sides are this way, but that right there, like, does that help? Like, because that bleep you stadium hater, and it doesn't say bleep you on here, but if you're stadium haters, if you're against it, then don't go. Well, I may vote no, and I may be there opening day, and you may throw eggs at me, or worse. I'm for progress in this town. I want this town to get bigger, better, stronger, healthier. If I got questions, so then I'm a hater and I'm an idiot, and I've listened to all the people that are blindly all about this, and that's cool. Like, do your thing, and I'm not telling you shouldn't vote for it. I'm not telling you that. If you believe in some of those things, that's great. But if someone brings up a question about it, like some of our callers have, I just where they're coming from on the other side, that just. Well, and I guess Jared thing. If what did he say? If you're voting for it, you're an idiot. Is that what he said? I guess that's the same concept.
Yeah.
I guess it's the same exact thing. I don't think it does anybody any good. I don't. Todd says on public transit, Jeff, here's your problem. Albuquerque public transit doesn't go anywhere. You have Art run up and down Central. How many people live, work within walking distance of Central? You need to take another bus to get to Art, and those routes shut down at 6 or 7. They aren't going to be running at 10 o'clock after a Dividers game or at all on the weekends. See, that's where, and again, it's not. There's so many questions. If there's a stadium downtown, I think we're going to need to incorporate public transportation. That's where these schedules have to change. If there's a game, they have to run after the game. Well, Jeff, you want everybody to stay downtown and drink and have establishments, and this is going to revitalize. So the game's going to end at 9:30. What about getting people out of there at midnight, at 11:30? I think that's something that would have to be taken into consideration, right?
Absolutely.
Run more routes and run. Well, who's going to work them, Jeff? Look, there's ways to do it. I think there's questions that are fair questions. That's all. All right, 505-246-0610 is how to get to us. 888-922-0610. We got other stuff. Boise State plays Utah State tomorrow night.
Tomorrow morning,
10 a.m. 10 a.m. Yeah, Rod's in on that. He says Jefferson and Vegas in July. My 3-week overreaction based upon hearing the interviews. Most on the line this week, the mighty Boise State Broncos. So he says better than expected. Certainly. Fresno State, Air Force, Utah State, San Diego State. About what expected? New Mexico, Wyoming, San Jose State, Nevada. Concerned, UNLV, Hawaii, Boise State, CSU. I think that's fair. I think he's dead on. Right? Concerned about Boise State? They were up 20 to 17 on Oklahoma State. They were up 21 on Central Florida, blew both leads. Missed a field goal at the end of the game to beat Oklahoma State, so they lose by 1 to Oklahoma State. They lose by 3, was it? 3 or 4 on the road to Central Florida, but they're 1-2. Concerned about them?
Yeah. Well, what their expectations are every year to be Group 5 representative, run away with the Mountain Division.
Well, they're the best thing in the league, aren't they?
Best thing in the Mountain West. 2 tough losses. I still think they're the best team in the Mountain Division, but they're not a Group 5 representative anymore.
So they're going to get a test this week, don't you think? Yeah. Utah State playing them is really, really interesting to me. And we'll see where this goes. But I think they run Utah State out. Utah State's beat Washington State, Air Force, and who else? Somebody else. We'll see. Utah State puts up points, though. They put up, 48 on Air Force last week?
49-45 victory for Utah State.
49. You got that's the interesting game of the week of the Mountain West. All right, updates when we get back on the Ryder Cup. It continues to go, and it's getting down now. Now these early matches are going to hit the back nine, and we're going to start getting some points up on the board. So I'll get you those when we come back and continue all morning long. You can get back in 246-0610. You're welcome to have a conversation on the stadium. I told you the other day, we're not going to sit here and yell and scream on the show. We're just not. I'm not big on the accusations. If you're not on my side, you're an idiot. I'm not big on that from both sides. If that's your game, I mean, let her rip and see where it goes. But that's not what we're going to do. I know we've been called idiots. We've been called a lot of bad names because we're not just reading from the PDF that was put out by United. I think both of us want a stadium. We want progress. We want, but if there's questions, I don't think that makes people bad people and idiots. And how can you think that way? And just have this conversation. And then this whole, if you vote no, then don't show up and you're not welcome in my house. Oh, okay. I still got to pay for it, right? I just want to make sure I'm still on the hook for it, like you are, just as much as you are. 505-246-0610. All in Autographs is the Southwest premier sports memorabilia and collectible destination. It is a museum right over there on Wyoming south of Manal, 2225 Wyoming Northeast, just to the south of Manal in the Hoffmantown Center. Look at their website, allinautographs.com. Get an idea what they've got, from music to entertainment to history, signed memorabilia, unique items that you're not going to find anywhere else. And they keep getting new stuff in. Just got a bunch of new stuff in. If you're into trading cards, go look at what they've got. They'll look at what you've got. Talk to them about their VIP club. You will be invited to whiskey tastings, cigar nights, poker nights. Celebrities come through. Last month it was Steve Garvey, Rick Barry, Lincoln Kennedy. All kinds of big names come through and do signings and appearances. If you're looking for a gift for that person who's got everything, like, this is your spot. You will find something. Then you're going to find something for yourself. Tell them you heard about it here on the opening drive. You'll get $25 off of your purchase of $100 or more. All in Autographs is a special, special, special place. The website is allinautographs.com. The phone number is 505-504-7575. And you can go over there and take a look at everything they got and get something over there. 2225 Wyoming Northeast, just to the south of Manal. All in Autographs, Albuquerque's premier sports, memorabilia, and collectible destination.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
I prefer to do stuff online. I can find things much quicker, do the research I need, and have it shipped or waiting for me to pick up. The Shop by Payments option was perfect for me. I got online, clicked on Shop by Payments, put in my down payment and monthly budget, and the guessing was done. From laptop, I was able to nail down the bike I wanted, add a few customizations, and get an estimate on my trade-in.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better. And we welcome you to bring your kids also. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
That one dropped in ace for Michaela Martinez.
No score here in the top of the third. Swing on the outside.
Old for Eldorado right before we came back with that big play. He's going to the corner. He's wide open. It's a touchdown to Omar El Shanawi.
Blattman, a sophomore out of Abyssal County. That one's hit well, and Ziegler.
Rivera back to pass. Throws, got a receiver open,
There he
caught.
is. Wow.
Touchdown. What a throw from Rivera to Ben Wilson. That's a 32-yard or 29-yard strike. Academy on the board.
Peyton Prop, and hit hard by Ziegler over the center fielder's head. Can't get to it. That will score Delosier. They send her home. There's the throw. She's in there safe.
Shot through. Bynum with the game-leading goal. Lamar Bynum.
21 targets for goal for it. Rivera back to pass, 7-step drop. Looking in the end zone, throwing to Garris. Caught down at the 6-yard line. First down. Wow. What a catch by Kellen Garris.
Goes around Bynum. Here's Kumar. Can Kumar even this up? He does! What a dribble shot.
Kept in play by Martinez. Blocked up front by Kalajic. Tough angle, blocked straight down by Wallace. McIntosh for the swing! And she got it! Number 1,000 in the career of Sydney McIntosh here.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Animal.
Brooksy just made a putt. Got his team one up again. Brooksy and Berger one up after 10. Ryder Cup. Dustin Johnson's playing with Colomar Akawa, one up through 9 over Hovland and Casey. And Xander and Patrick Cantlay, 5 up through 7 over Rory and Ian Poulter. So the Americans are up 3 out of the 4 matches. The one they're not up in, John Rahm and Sergio, are 3 up after 11 over Jordan Spieth and Justin Thomas. Opening drive, Jeff Symbieta and J.J. Buck. So Brooksy says that he was not being negative. I know you took your little shot at Brooksy. You don't want to be there. That's all right. He said he wasn't being negative in his comments. Y'all put a spin on it. Y'all spun it that way. There was an interview in Golf Digest where Brooks basically said, he said, quote, "It's different." He was talking about the Ryder Cup. "It's different. It's hectic. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. I don't want to say it's a bad week. We're just so individualized and everybody has their routine and a different way of doing these things. And now it's like, okay, we have to have a meeting at this time or go to this or go to that. I can barely see my team. It's hard to even go to the gym. There's no time to do that at the Ryder Cup. There's no time to decompress," end quote. And so people said, oh, he doesn't want to be there. He hates it. He says, quote now, "I never said it was negative." Y'all spun it that way. I never said it was negative. I said it was different. Like I said, I've never played in any of these team events before turning pro. I didn't play Walker Cup, never played Junior Ryder Cup, never played anything. I just said it's different. That doesn't mean it's bad. Y'all spun it that way, end quote.
We did. We did all spin it that way.
Fair? I
Of
think
course
that's,
it's
but
different.
see, when you read something as opposed to see or hear it, it is different, right? I mean, when you hear full context.
We did read the majority of that interview.
I did think we touched base on that. And we're like, I think.
Well, but that's what was published.
Yeah. Yes.
Right, but when you see a full interview, and you see and you see expressions, you hear how something is said, as opposed to reading whatever the author decides to put into the story without full context or with context as the author deciphers it. I think you're probably right. We did read into it because I said at the time, all right, this might not be his thing. That doesn't mean he doesn't want to play. If he did want to play, he probably wouldn't be there, right? It's not a requirement. You don't have to be there. Brooksy makes enough money. Brooksy's made it very clear that he's not about Ryder Cups and President's Cups. He's about majors, right? He's made that very clear, and I think people somewhat respect that, no?
Yeah.
Yep.
So he didn't have to be here. So he might be right. I mean, I think media kind of spun that and took off on that because he didn't ever say, I don't like it. He never did say, I don't want to be there. Nobody's ever forced him. He did say it's the way you read the quote back, it's different.
Cuts into his nap time.
And his gym time, too. He can't, F45 didn't have a
Like
class
3
available
days,
on his
though,
app.
too.
And there was no
playing on Thursday.
Well, there's no F45 near Whistling Straits, first of all. So he couldn't get a class in time. He has to go, and there's no time to go to the gym and take a nap. Hang out with his team. Like,
You're not playing the same rounds.
What do you mean?
Like alternating shot. Yeah, it's difficult. Teammate could put you in a bad position.
No, it's different.
It is. And no one said it's not, and that's why they do it at the end of the season. It's not like the week before the Masters.
I think different for most guys is enjoyable. Now, we'll see. Let's see what Brooksy says after he gets through this week, and how does he feel about it? Was it enjoyable? He's never done this before, okay? Spieth just made a putt to get one back, so they're down 2 with 5 to play, Spieth and Thomas. So we'll see what it is. Look, to your point, that's why it's done at the end of the year. It is different. It's like right now, he's playing with Daniel Berger. Daniel Berger's on the tee right now, and he's got to hit the shot wherever Daniel Berger hits it. Tomorrow it'll be a different format. The next day it'll be a different format. Most guys enjoy it a little different. Not everybody does. Let's see where he is. I think he's right. I think he's right with all that. I think people probably did take it out of context. Bill, now, meanwhile, the monument of mediocrity, he calls it. Big start for mediocrity. Reno scores a lot of points, but their defense has a lot of freshmen on the 2 deep. They're near the bottom in every category. Can you explain this final 10-game tournament to me? Apparently it's not just the PCL, but all of AAA. Even though you didn't play most of these clubs all season. So I honestly should have an answer for you. I don't. Do you know what's going on with this 10-game last stretch tournament run in AAA baseball? I don't either.
Josh?
Yeah. Is he awake? I'll try to get you an answer because, Bill, I swear I don't know, and I've tried to figure it out, and I didn't ask the right people. Dan says, I'll be hoeing on Fridays for the rest of my life, Jeffrey, a returning Juan Jose Yana Maria. And I still can't believe I have Joseph to thank. Flippin' Joseph. Yeah, that's right, Dan. Every Friday in your life, you'll hoe. Well, it should be. We don't want to hoe on a Friday. Just saying. 505-246-0610. We're open for you wherever you want to go the rest of the way. We're getting a little football tomorrow. How do you feel? Are you confident that your team's going down to El Paso and coming back with a W? How do they not play for a trophy, by the way? Like the big chili boot or something.
Something.
The big chili belt buckle or something. It's the opening drive. Jeff, JJ, A. Marie, and Adrian on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
You trusted your home or business security to a company with an armed response. They sold out to a national corporate giant, and you're stuck on the brink of less security. I'm Aaron Jones, owner of International Protective Service. IPS isn't for sale. I'm invested here, and I care about your home and business as if it's my own. Let the highly trained armed guards or 24-hour patrols of IPS protect what's yours. With faster response times to catch criminals and less associated cost. Call 897-2420 or go to ipsglobal.com.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number 1 in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all at Valley Fence Company.
Dreaming about that brand new Subaru? You know which one you want, but have you been able to really drive one yet? Whether you're online at fiestasubaru.com or ready to get out and drive the real thing, our Subarus are sanitized and ready to drive. There's never been a better time to fall in love with your new Subaru. So get driving now at Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or online at fiestasubaru.com to schedule your real test drive.
When looking for the best experience while buying an all-new Kia, Fiesta Kia offers some of the most knowledgeable and friendly Kia specialists in New Mexico. They'll help you find the Kia that will meet all your expectations. Kias have some of the most affordable vehicles for you to choose from, offering extensive options and style for the price. And with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, Kia won't be beat. Come be a part of the Fiesta family today, 7400 Lomas Boulevard Northeast, or start driving now at fiestakia.com.
Are you sure we're supposed to be doing this?
Don't worry, I've watched him do it 1,000 times. Come on, what's the worst that can happen?
No! Bad dog!
Hi, welcome to Car Crafters. What happened? Don't worry, we'll make it like it never happened.
Car Crafters, it's like it never happened.
Car Crafters is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
I prefer to do stuff online. I can find things much quicker, do the research I need, and have it shipped or waiting for me to pick up. The Shop by Payments option was perfect for me. I got online, clicked on Shop by Payments.
Drian is producing for you on the television side. You can watch the show on ProView Networks over the air, channel 20.5, and on our Facebook page, the OD in the AM. Couple things on the texter. Wow, a bunch of things on the texter. All right, I gotta go up here a little bit. Yep, the Jets was the problem, not Darnold and Ho. That's from Tommy. This person says, not accurate to say we are blindly for it. You're funny. It's amazing what people hear. And like the only thing they hear.
You funny.
I know I'm funny. I believe, and I'm not certain. If you're for it and whatever, vote for it. I think that's great. I think I understand why you would. I understand the pros. But the people who are just so adamantly angry when somebody brings up a question or are opposed to the stadium, or bring up a question about not just voting for the stadium. The word blindly bothers you? Okay, fine. Fine. I'm funny. You've told me that, though, actually. You've told me I'm funny. You asleep, or are you just on the phone?
No,
that's all right.
I'm reading.
I
Sorry.
don't need to talk to you. Top Golf is struggling, really, he says. They're booked, and then he said they're booked for solid, and then somebody else send me today's sheet, and you can get a beta day if you want to go to Top Golf. So, whatever. I just...
Sorry. I was reading.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah. Yeah, you reading anything
It seems
good?
like it's doing okay.
No.
Who knows? All right.
People keep asking me about Dalvin Cook. I'm like, enough. Okay.
They want to know. I mean, you don't know if he's playing.
I know. I wish I knew.
Check out Adam Schefter's tweet at 9:30 on Sunday. I mean,
Wish I knew.
They play the early game?
Late.
Shoot.
When I'm at Bourbon and Boots.
Well, that's a real problem, too, if he's playing the late game. They really play the late game?
Yeah.
I do have a
afternoon game.
So what time will those inactives come down?
I don't know.
No, really. I mean, this is a problem for me. I may have to have you manage my team.
I know Christian McCaffrey's my other running back in my other league, so it's fine.
Well, my issue
Things
is...
are fine.
Oh, boy. Because my issue is...
I'll keep you posted.
No, if he doesn't play, my other guys play at 11.
Oh, okay.
So what do you do?
Flip a coin.
I mean, DeAndre Swift would be my guy I got to go to.
Who are they playing?
They're, by the way, he is not questionable. They're playing Baltimore.
Mm.
Oh, man, JJ. What am I supposed to do?
Are you starting Teddy?
I don't know. I got to pick up Alexander Madison.
Oh, I love him.
Yeah, who doesn't? Who doesn't?
Good kid.
All right. Where's Lobo fan? This
we're
week?
Lobo fans.
Lobo fan feeling like really nervous about this game? Is Lobo fan still set off because of what happened last week? Is Lobo fan feel like you're going into El Paso and winning? Like, this is a big moment, I think, for this season for Lobo football, is going down there and winning it. Because somebody sent an email yesterday, said winning or losing is probably the difference in 5,000 fans against Air Force next week, and I don't think I disagree. I think you come back 3-1 and start conference play against Air Force, I think you get a nice crowd in there. I would hope you would get it if you're 2-2. But I think this is a big moment for this team and, dare I say, the program.
Absolutely. This is one where you should feel confident. I think Terry Wilson's going to have a good game, but even without the result they had against Texas A&M, this is a closer contest because you're still a team that is building. You're still a team that is growing, and there's no givens. You can have confidence. I have confidence in this offense rebounding against UTEP, but it's far from a given that you can go on a road and win a game like this.
Yeah, I think and that's why this is somewhat of a toss-up. The UTEP's gotten better. As big as it is for your program, it's as big for theirs. If they go 3-1 and go into league play with games that are winnable, I mean, they think they're a bowl team, don't they?
JJ missed your new favorite college coach yesterday. Remember Portland State?
Oh, yeah.
You could do that for the Air Force game.
Give away free beer?
Yes.
Yeah, a guy named Bruce. It was an easy name to remember.
Coach from the Portland State.
He told everybody who came to the game, I'd buy you free beer. And he spent $15,000 in beer at Barney's Beer Pub or whatever down the street at Portland State. Yeah, he's my new favorite coach. Absolutely. They won the game. They played a big game against Western Oregon. Huge game. They won that game.
Filled the stands.
Yeah, I think don't they play a Mountain West team this week? Didn't we figure that out? I filled the stands and filled the bar after that. It was.
I love it.
Yeah. How do you not love it? How do you not love it? Did Paul Case
Come on,
just
Coach Gonzalez.
put that in the water? I think that's down in Lake
Oh,
Michigan.
no.
somewhere.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that's my new favorite coach.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. I think they win this week. I do. And I think the difference is your quarterback play. But I'm going to ask this question again, and this is the week I think we determine it. I think Aaron Dumas is a good running back. I think Bobby Cole is a good running back. And I know Terry Wilson is a good quarterback. Terry Wilson cannot do it alone. Does he have, the time to throw, and this is on the offensive line, and to whom is he throwing regularly? Who is going to step up and be a playmaker receiver? And isn't that what I asked all training camp? Everybody who came in here, I asked Terry, do you have a favorite receiver? Do they have playmakers? You can have a great quarterback, but a great quarterback cannot throw it to himself. So to whom, where the player? Luke Weissong, I hear, is going to be a great player. Okay. He's a good underneath receiver. I think he'll make plays. He's an undersized freshman, but I think he's good. Is he the guy that is a breakaway playmaker? I'm not sure. I think he is. At least not yet.
They don't have a breakaway playmaker on this offense, but the flip side of that is also you have a quarterback that at least is going to put the football where it needs to go.
Okay.
And that's why you've seen 13 different players have caught a pass. So he's going to put it in situations to be successful. I think they can do that against UTEP, unlike against Texas A&M. And I can't look at that Texas A&M game and then see like, oh, boom, this is an indictment on Terry Wilson and the offense. I'm not there yet. If they struggle against like competition, yeah, we're going to have a different conversation about this offense. I think that the offensive line isn't great, but still, when it comes to having quality running backs, which they do, the names that you just mentioned, Terry Wilson, I think they move the football, they score some points, and it is going to be a tight game in El Paso.
I think I told Marie yesterday, this game feels like a special teams play here. There's going to be the difference. I look at past UTEP games. I go back to the 07 game where like John Sullivan didn't miss a field goal from that game till the bowl game. He was first team All-America. But he still tells me about that game. He still tells me about the Monday afterwards. He still tells me about the bus ride home. How much and the kid from El Paso hits a 50-something yarder to win it. That was a red zone game where Lobos got in the red zone a number of times, couldn't get points. And it was special teams. I get a weird feeling somewhere in this special teams is going to make a difference, whether it's a kicker, whether it's a return, whatever it is. I think special teams makes a huge, huge difference. I just got a weird feeling on this game because I do think these are two closely matched teams. Two teams who are exactly similar in where they are in their program, coming back from a number of years of being really, really, really down. Relatively new coaches. Both started out 2-1. Both have beat New Mexico State. Both have beat an FBS team by 10 points at home. Both went on the road and got clobbered by a traditional power. Boise State, in UTEP's case, Texas A&M, in New Mexico's case. The only difference is UTEP played week 0 and has 15 days off going into this. New Mexico played last week and has to lick their wounds quickly. They couldn't be more similar. They could not be more similar. I read a stat yesterday, JJ, the first time these two teams played was back in 15 days before the Spanish flu pandemic was declared over. Huh? Would that be an omen? Wow. Be nice to have this pandemic cleared over or declared over. But I look at these two teams. I mean, how much more similar can they be?
They're very close to each other. They are right now.
So to me, it's going to come down to a couple big plays, and I think a kicking game play. I think Lobos win the game. I do. Why do I think that? I think they've got a seasoned quarterback. If you get yourself into a close game, I will trust this guy. I think Hardison's been terrific, by the way. He's been terrific. But I do believe it's going to be a close game. I think there's going to be important fourth quarter possessions, and I trust that guy. And I also trust Lobo defense to go make it tough on Hardison. Give him looks, make him think, give him some stuff that they haven't seen. I would expect a couple of turnovers by New Mexico as well.
I think that you said special teams play, that turnovers are going to be huge. Because the one thing with UTEP is they limit what Hardison has to do. They run the football a ton. Time of possession is big for them. I think it's only like 64 pass attempts total for Hardison through the 3 games that they've played. So standing up, putting them in some tough situations where Hardison has to throw the football could be advantage to Mexico.
All right, 505-246-0610. That is both the Quan's Auto Care hotline and the Sports Animal text line. So come on in and let me know what you think, or let us know what you think. That would be even better that way. You got the perfect home. Or maybe you've had it for years. It's where you raise a family. Or you moved in recently. You can't wait to make some memories there. No matter your answer, there's one question that's worth asking. Do you have the perfect mortgage? Well, you could if you call American Financing. America's home for home loans. Look, believe it or not, your mortgage can make a significant, huge difference on your lifestyle. If you've got a rate that's 3.5% or higher, maybe you still are paying mortgage insurance. You could be overpaying for your mortgage. Don't let that happen. Instead, call American Financing, get a free mortgage review, and learn about ways you can save up to $1,000 a month. If you haven't called, like, I don't even know why you wouldn't. If you could possibly save up to $1,000 a month, why wouldn't you call to figure out how you qualify and if you fall into this range where maybe this works for you? $1,000 a month. What if it's only $500? Would that make a big difference for you? Probably would. Get pre-qualified for free. Give them a call. No obligation, no commitments. It's just a phone call to see what they can save you. 505-247-9999. 505-247-9999 or visit them online, AmericanFinancing.net. NMLS 182334 and MLSConsumerAccess.org.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
You trusted your home or business security to a company with an armed response. They sold out to a national corporate giant, and you're stuck on the brink of less security. I'm Aaron Jones, owner of International Protective Service. IPS isn't for sale. I'm invested here, and I care about your home and business as if it's my own. Let the highly trained armed guards or 24-hour patrols of IPS protect what's yours. With faster response times to catch criminals and less associated costs. Call 897-2420 or go to ipsglobal.com.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number 1 in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all at Valley Fence Company.
about that brand new Subaru? You know which one you want, but have you been able to really drive one yet? Whether you're online at fiestasubaru.com or ready to get out and drive the real thing, our Subarus are sanitized and ready to drive. There's never been a better time to fall in love with your new Subaru. So get driving now at Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or online at fiestasubaru.com to schedule your real test drive.
When looking for the best experience while buying an all-new Kia, Fiesta Kia offers some of the most knowledgeable and friendly Kia specialists in New Mexico. They'll help you find the Kia that will meet all your expectations. Kias have some of the most affordable vehicles for you to choose from, offering extensive options and style for the price. And with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, Kia won't be beat. Come be a part of the Fiesta family today, 7400 Lomas Boulevard Northeast, or start driving now at fiestakia.com.
Are you sure we're supposed to be doing this?
Don't worry, I've watched him do it 1,000 times. Come on, what's the worst that can happen?
No! Bad dog!
Hi, welcome to Car Crafters. What happened? Don't worry, we'll make it like it never happened.
Car Crafters, it's like it never happened.
Car Crafters is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
I prefer to do stuff online. I can find things much quicker, do the research I need, and have it shipped or waiting for me to pick up. The Shop by Payments option was perfect for me. I got online, clicked on Shop by Payments.
At 1, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Topes were winners last. Oh, never mind. They were the winners last night. Such an odd, like, not smooth.
Give me a hoe if you
We're working on it.
funky bus fare. There's a double Dutch bus coming down the street, moving pretty fast, so kinda shuffle your feet. Get on the bus, pay your fare, then tell a driver that you're going to a double Dutch affair. Well, I be darned. Here it comes. The double Dutch bus is on the street. You better get on the move your bus fare, trans pass. That's the way my money lasts. Ain't got no car to get around. When I go to work, I gotta go downtown. Now I miss my train. That's a darn shame. When I'm running late, no sleeps to blame. If you got a wife, you know I'm right. You got a special man, well, I can understand.
You beat your record.
What was my record?
It was like a minute. And now you got a minute 15. Every week. But the isotopes, yeah. I have, by the way, when I talked to Josh Usan the other night explaining the 10 more games thing.
So, okay. Wait, let me get some blood back in my head for a second. Oh, all right. So there's a final stretch, right? This is the final stretch. 5 games on the road, 5 at home. The team with the best record will be rewarded by Major League Baseball with money. That's what I understand. Although it's not clear. That's what the paper says. That's what the
Yes.
write-up says. It's not clear
like
how much.
Heart map.
So you guys, do you get to fly a banner for winning the final stretch run?
I don't know.
I mean, it would be the only banner they've flown in the history of this club.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. I think it would be the only banner. Joshua Fuentes hit for the cycle last night. It is the 9th Isotopes player in franchise history to hit for the cycle. I think I say things like that, and I assume most of our audience knows what the cycle is, but since we are now no longer the sports animal, we are the sports adjacent animal. The cycle means you hit for a single, double, triple, and a home run in the same game.
That is
which is quite the feat.
pretty neat.
Yeah.
It's just an oddity. Would you rather hit 4 home runs? Sure, but hit for the cycle, that's cool.
It is cool. 13-5 was the number. 6 RBI for Joshua Fuentes last night.
Nice to see him really over the last month or so find his rhythm. He started out really well. He was a member of the Rockies to start the season. Actually won NL Player of the Week back in May. Some road bumps.
I do not remember that, to be honest with you.
You don't remember,
Yeah.
but I remember.
Yeah.
That's why I'm letting you know so you can remember your member.
You remember.
You remember. And good to see him because he's a PCL MVP.
Yeah.
Kind of at that cutting point of with no longer really a prospect. So is he ever going to be a guy that kind of sticks on a roster? Because it feels like he'd be great depth with the Rockies. Yeah.
Yeah.
playing every few days. You can play first base, can play third base. So.
All right. So they'll be back at it with Reno tonight. 6:15, Josh Sushan will crack the microphone with the pregame show. 6:30 first pitch, and you got 4 more chances to go up and enjoy Isotopes baseball out at the ballpark. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Is that right? Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, they don't play on Tuesday.
Yeah, I see that.
Tuesday's the off
Is it
day.
playing- yeah, well, because you were playing 6-game series, and now they broke their little streak, and they're going to Tuesday off day. So that's where we are. All right, 505-246-0610. Danny, good morning. How are you?
Doing good. Good morning, guys. I'm just calling because I'm heading down. Me and my wife are heading down to the UTEP game.
Nice.
And it's been a while since I've gone, but I'm not concerned at all with the UTEP. The Texas A&M game. With that defense and so. We're still kind of still new offense in a way. We do have weapons. I'm not concerned about us not getting the offense going with UTEP. Now I did see UTEP play against Boise and New Mexico State, so they are good.
Mm-hmm.
I do see that it's going to be, like you said, that it's going to be a close game. But I'm really excited. But I just wanted to just call and just let you guys know that I'm not concerned about the Texas A&M game, and the Lobos will win probably by a field goal.
So
we're going to have a good time out there.
No, Danny, I appreciate that. When you tell me they got weapons, so who are the weapons?
Okay, well, Logan Green for sure, right?
Okay.
And then you have Wysong, which hasn't. He's going to break out, and I have a feeling he might be in this game. Now we do have. I do like our running backs. They know how to catch and run. Yeah. So I'm not concerned at all with our weapons.
Okay.
We have some other wide receivers. I just we haven't got it together, and I think it's going to be a real good game. UTEP is good. So as far as it's going to be a good matchup here.
Yeah, you'll have a good time.
But, I don't see us really having a hard time like we did, of course, with Texas A&M. This is going to be a good.
No, this is different.
A good game, and and I think some of these receivers that we haven't seen, that Logan Green is kind of. I don't know too many of the names myself right off the bat, but
no,
I do see
like
that we have some other receivers. But I have a feeling Wysong's going to have a good game.
All right, no, it's good to hear you and have a good trip down there, Danny. You'll have a good time. Thanks. So I think they've got. You don't have to have a guy to take the top off to win. If the guy Lanier took the top off against Houston Baptist, I think Manny Logan Green can. You can have really reliable guys like Andrew Erickson, Wysong. I think Manny Logan Green falls in that. Bruckler, right? It feels like they've got 3 good young tight ends. You don't have to have a playmaker guy go over the top. If you got a quarterback who's got 5 guys that he can rely on, you can win that way too.
Well, and it's about how you get to that point, because when you look at the touchdowns against Houston Baptist or New Mexico State, is breakdown in coverage. Like you had defensive backs running into each other. You had a missed assignment, so the guy's wide open, but that comes from the plays that you're running to get to that point. 100%. And with New Mexico, the offense, what Derek Wareham likes to do is they don't take a lot of deep shots usually, but they try to set things up to get to that point. Whether it's getting the ball, Manny Logan Green, Luke Wysong, quick things, the little flips, end arounds, things like that to get the speedy players in space. And with Luke Wysong too, it's just about learning. The dude does have the speed. He can make plays. But as Danny Gonzalez said this week, it's young guys need to learn to put their foot in the ground and go forward. You can't go side to side. That dancing around in football gets you nowhere, especially going from high school to D1, wherever you need to go, then to Mountain West to SEC. Going sideways is going to get you nowhere.
Well, what it does, it gives guys a whole lot more time to come find you.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm confident in this offense. I think they're going to have a good week. Now, it's because they're still growing, and you should have the expectation that this is a game the Lobos can win, because it absolutely is. But UTEP has that same thought. Like, they're looking at this game going, hey, this is our get-right game. This is our chance to take a step forward. It should be a tough game, but it's been a long time, at least 4 to 5 years, that you've looked at a Lobo football team and you have confidence in them on the road against someone, and I do have that confidence in them against UTEP.
Yeah, I think so. Against this opponent, yeah. I look at the road games that are going to be coming up, and we were talking about you got to go to Carson, but you got to go to San Diego State. You got to go to Fresno State. You got to go to Boise State. And I almost look at that as a blessing, not necessarily for your home crowd, because those are some of the teams that you would want to see. But I say you give me your tougher games. Do you think you have Are you going to beat Boise State, San Diego State, and Fresno State at home?
No.
Maybe not. So let's take those games on the road and give me the games this year in a year like this where the games that you think are against teams that, somewhat look like you, Colorado State, Air Force, Utah State. Give me those games at home and give me a chance to win them. Right? If you're telling me, and nobody's telling you, if you're sitting in that building, you're saying, I can beat San Diego State. I can beat Boise State. Of course you can. But if you're Danny or if you're Rudy and you're looking, man, are there any games on your schedule where we're maybe we're going to be significant underdogs? All right, we'll put those games on the road then. This year. Give me another year to get better and bring them in next year.
Tomorrow and then Colorado State
100%.
are two of the early games that are huge.
So is Air Force, by the way. Don't underestimate next week's game. Air Force is beatable.
Coming back home.
Yeah.
Yes. But those are the two that really jump out.
The next three weeks.
It's always going to be the next one.
But the next 3 weeks is a window where I really think it's going to make or break the season.
And the reason I get caught up on Colorado State is because you've lost to that team 10
times in a row. Yeah.
I just think get a chance to play last year because it was the first game of the season, which was postponed because the Lobos had no idea of what they were going to do as a football team.
I'm looking at the next three games, and it's UTEP, isn't it? UTEP, Air Force. Oh, they got to go to San Diego, right? But so the Air Force Colorado State game, don't underestimate. Like, get through this one, win this game, because Air Force is beatable too now. Utah State went in there and beat them. When Utah State,
well, it's UTEP. At UTEP, Air Force, at San Diego State, Colorado State.
Yeah. The next few weeks are big, and this one, like A. Marie and I were having this conversation. Every game in football is big. When have we ever? It's not a big game because you only play 12 of them. Every week is big. You can't, they're every one of them.
Well, and especially when you are a program, you're a team that's still trying to get to that level of where you don't see many runs on the schedule, but this is a potential for over 2 to 3 game run that you could go on right here for New Mexico.
Yeah. 505-246-0610. Anybody else going down? Where you stop for lunch? You like Buckhorn or you like you ever done the San Antonio stop burgers? Do you like Buckhorn? I mean, you can't lose. There's not a wrong answer. And don't tell me I'm crazy or I'm blindly going to one place or the other. There's not like if you go to Buckhorn or you go to Owl. You don't have a preference? They're both great. I like the Buckhorn a little better. I love the Buckhorn. Owl Cafe is the one that gets all the love on the TV shows and everything, and they're really good. I'm not telling you they're not. It's like who's better, LeBron or Michael? I tell you one doesn't mean the other guy stinks.
How dare you?
Yeah, it's kind of like that. They're both, but stop in San Antonio. I have an unbelievable green chili cheeseburger. Go down, play some golf, get some green chili, watch a football game. I mean, it's a good run now. Anybody else going down and making that trip? Love to hear from you.
I want to go.
Let's go.
Can.
Let's go. You know what we can do? We can get a workout in. Only going to cost us 45 minutes, and then we can hop in the car and head down to El Paso because that's the beauty of F45 training. It's just 45 minutes, high-intensity interval training. You get a great workout in 45 minutes. You pop on that Lionheart monitor, and you can look at what you've done after the class, 500 calories, easy. And then if you want to drop a Hollywood workout on you, the 60-minute one on Saturday, you're going to be pushing 800 calories in your 60-minute session. So they do sneak in an hour workout for you on Saturdays, but the rest of the week it is 45 minutes, high-intensity interval training, full-body functional fitness. That is a great workout. It's an awesome challenge, and it's going to work for your schedule because just doing it, that's the biggest thing is finding time to get it in. And with that 45 training, they have classes available 7 days a week. Download the app, book your class. You book your class, you are locked into that spot. They don't overbook, so you're going to make sure that you get your workout in. You're never going to show up and it's going to be too busy. No, you book your class, you are set, you are good to go. Whether you're looking to kickstart your fitness or challenge yourself to get to another level, F45 training is the gym for you. It is absolutely a team atmosphere, but one where everybody is working towards one common goal. You're not going to feel overwhelmed. It is going to be a challenge, even if you are in really good shape, because it's putting your body through different sets, different techniques in just 45 minutes with high-intensity interval training. So check them out now, F45training.com. Download the F45 app. Sign up for your 7-day free trial. Get in and get going. Team training, life-changing. I'll see you at F45.
is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
You trusted your home or business security to a company with an armed response. They sold out to a national corporate giant, and you're stuck on the brink of less security. I'm Aaron Jones, owner of International Protective Service. IPS isn't for sale. I'm invested here, and I care about your home and business as if it's my own. Let the highly trained armed guards or 24-hour patrols of IPS protect what's yours. With faster response times to catch criminals and less associated costs. Call 897-2420 or go to ipsglobal.com.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number 1 in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all at Valley Fence Company.
Dreaming about that brand new Subaru? You know which one you want, but have you been able to really drive one yet? Whether you're online at fiestasubaru.com or ready to get out and drive the real thing, our Subarus are sanitized and ready to drive. There's never been a better time to fall in love with your new Subaru. So get driving now at Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or online at fiestasubaru.com to schedule your real test drive.
When looking for the best experience while buying an all
460610 888-922-0610. Brought to you by Quan's Auto Care Collision and Repair. 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Ryder Cup, Whistling Straits. There are 4 foursomes on the golf course, all in the back 9 now. Euros are up in one of them. The Americans are up in the other 3. The European lead is Sergio and John Rahm, 3 up after 15 on Justin Thomas and Jordan Spieth. The other Americans, the other matches that the Americans are up, Koepka and Berger lead Westwood and Fitzpatrick 2 up through 13. Dustin Johnson, Colin Morikawa lead Paul Casey and Victor Hovland 2 up through 13. And Patrick Cantlay and Xander Schauffele lead Ian Poulter and Rory McIlroy 3 up through 11 holes. So not, comfortable, but not put away leads yet. So I'll keep you up. When the first match may end before we get off the air. The European lead may end before we go. 505-246-0610. Tommy, good day, sir.
Hey, good day, guys. What's up?
What's up?
What's up, Mr. Man? You had a long hole today. Did that wear you out the hole?
Yeah, it gave me, Mr. Man, it gave me a little headache. I almost went down.
Good to see you.
Did your eyes start rolling back your head a little bit? No.
Yep, they did.
That was cool,
hey, Jeff,
though.
how are you? Good.
Really happy about last night, what I saw with Darnold.
What's
I
up,
love
Guy?
these stories when guys come back against the old organization, and right now it's looking it was the Jets, not him. Even though he had a couple, fumbles, he ran a couple in, and he played well, and he didn't throw any interceptions. And that defense, I had this as a win on my schedule. We played Carolina. This is before the season, though. Now it's like I got to worry a little bit more about that defense. That defense is creating some havoc for sure.
His we being the Cowboys. Yeah. I just want to make sure.
Yeah,
people understand.
yes. Can I say we, since I've been a fan since 1960, since they had the blue star on the helmet?
I'm not going to tell you how to be a
Can I
fan.
be a fan?
I'm not going to tell you how to be a fan.
But yeah, that's a game I'm worried about now more than ever, just because seeing that defense. I told you I'm a new fan of the Lobos. I'm still learning about them. But did them and UTEP used to play in conference together? Did I hear that correctly?
Yeah, back in the
no?
WAC. Yeah, back in the WAC. Yes, for years and years and years. And
How long
years.
ago was that?
When the Mountain West. Mountain West is 21 years old, so that's when they left. About 2000, 99, right at 99, 2000. Yeah, about 21 years ago.
So is that considered a rivalry back then?
It was, yeah, especially in basketball.
What a bummer. I hate it when teams go this and there in alignment and it ruins rivalries. I just hate that, but then I'm old school. But I think they'll win 31-28. Like I said, I'm still studying the team and learning them. I'm a new fan, but they're both 2-1. I'm going to go 31-28 for the Lobos. Darnold was great. I mean, happy again, like I said. Yankees are still hanging in. We got a one-game lead on Toronto. Toronto lost yesterday for the last wild card. And it's like I said, my Yankees just keep winning. Don't worry about what the other teams are doing. They got a tough road. They got to play the Rays, I think, 3 more games. They got a tough road. Just keep winning and not worry about
They play the
else.
Red Sox, the Jays, and the
hanging by the
Rays.
skin of our teeth for a game up on Toronto for a wild card.
Yeah, you end up with 3 with the Red Sox, 3 with Toronto, 3 with Tampa. It's way harder of a schedule. They play. Toronto plays Minnesota, the Yankees, and then the Orioles.
Yes, I know. I know we have a tough road, but we put ourselves there. We put ourselves in that positioning by not, getting a bigger league in the wild card. We just, we had 11-game winning streak, and then we just started losing. So it's our fault. You just got to win and shut up now.
Go win and shut up. Enjoy the weekend.
You guys too. Bye.
See ya. Amory, so Tommy the Truth came out the other day to Bourbon Boots, where, by the way, Amory will be your guest out there. She's hosting the Raider Den Sunday from...
It's fun.
Yeah, what are you doing, 1 to 3?
1 to 3.
1 to 3. Go hang out with Amory, 1 to 3.
Depending how the Vikes are doing, might go home.
Go into hiding.
But so Tommy the Truth is sitting there, and so Amory's like, well, he's a Cowboy fan, and you're a Yankee fan too. She's like, what are you, a Laker fan too?
I called him out. Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I'm like,
you
of
did.
course you're a Yankee fan.
You're a Yankee fan. What are you, a Laker fan too? Like, no. Who's
I don't even know. I can't
Celtics?
remember.
Maybe it was just
I can't
Celtics.
remember what it was, but it's so funny. He was like, he knew though. He knew.
Well,
That's funny.
he goes all the name brands, all the top shelf brands.
This is a wild market in terms
It
of
is.
sports fandom.
Oh, yeah.
Because you have people that grew up here, and then, all right, there's Denver, Dallas, just market-wise, games you're going to be watching. There's transplants. There's, for me as a kid, I'm born in New Mexico, but elementary school through 5th grade, I lived in Denver, Colorado, so of course, that's where my fandom came from.
Yep, and then the Dodgers' presence here for so long.
Yes.
And then
Dodger fans.
I think back in the day, I was told Laker games were televised in this market.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the sports fandom here is really, really random. And then you
It's
run
so
into
random.
your random, I'm a Twins fan because okay, I'm a Mariners fan. Wow, okay.
This isn't a negative thing too. I just love that no one's wearing a relevant jersey. Not that you have to wear a relevant. I don't wear relevant jerseys anymore.
What does
but,
relevant jersey mean?
Like at the Raiders bar, like there was no one wearing like a
Current one?
current.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or that when that John Elway.
Yeah. That dude came
I
in,
walked
the guy
in.
came in his
I can't wait
Elway
for
dress.
I can't wait for the Dan Marino one this
Yeah,
weekend.
It was down below his shorts. It was like an Elway dress.
Got his Rich Gannon jersey
Yeah.
on.
No, but they're fun group. That's a legit sports bar.
Dude.
Legit.
Marcus Tuiasosopo.
Those things are expensive. You buy one, you're wearing it. Like you're not buying one every year for your.
I used to when I was a kid. I got one for my birthday every year, but no more.
Were you ever a Jersey guy?
I was. So the one whole year I worked outside of the radio industry in my life.
Yeah.
I worked at Fans at the mall.
All right.
And I was the best jersey seller, by the way. I could
bet.
sell those things like crazy.
Bet.
But you'd be surprised. A lot of the people that were coming in, to your point, though, they do purchase them over and over and over, new styles. So I was a jersey guy up until that point, because the last 2 jerseys I bought were Carmelo and Jay Cutler, and they both were traded the next year. And I was like, all right, I think I'm done with this.
Jay Cutler jersey, huh?
Jay Cutler. Come on, man. Jay Cutler was all about that. That was a lot of hype when they got Jay Cutler.
No, I know.
He was going to save that franchise.
Just like.
And then I was like, yeah, I think I'm going to stick with the T-shirts. from now on.
JT, how's the roads?
They're great today. Everybody must have been staying home, which is a good thing for me.
Good. What's happening?
Oh, so, I agree with you like 99.9999% of the time, Jeff.
But
yeah, I'm still agreed. I'm just saying.
Okay.
There's one team like twice a year that I don't agree with you on. So yeah, for my team this weekend, start with the Lobos.
Yeah.
Yes, this is a tipping point right now. I hate to say it. I mean, I don't want to put no pressure on anybody, but this will dictate the rest of the season, in my opinion. Okay. I think we could get it done. Like you were saying, it's a fourth quarter game. Everything tells me that they're even across the board, right?
I think
Probably.
so. Yeah.
About two even teams. So if the defense is going to have to make a stop or three in the fourth quarter, important stop. It's gonna be tight, but I think we can get it done. If we could get this done, Jeff, we're 3-1. We're feeling good, and then we start off.
Well,
he gone. All right. I get
he's
the
being
point.
positive.
That was good.
And as far
there he
as
is.
my Cowboys, it's another. This is a very important game for the third game of the season. This is another. Which way is your season going to go, right? Because it's us and the Eagles. So to get a jump start on the division, and
big weekend. Yeah, that'll be Monday night.
By the way, I'm glad you guys got the lady in there. The lady will keep you guys. You know how us guys are. We're knuckleheads. We go off the deep end, and then the ladies come in and straighten us up.
So she's kind of a knucklehead.
I think I'm the knucklehead.
Yeah, she's kind of a knucklehead.
She's all you needed to. She completed you guys.
That's really cute.
You completed
It works, man. You guys have a great weekend. Don't forget UFC tomorrow, and
Fight on.
Let's roll. Lobos and Cowboys. Take care, guys.
Enjoy the weekend. Be careful. See, you complete
USC's
us.
back because UCLA lost.
Oh, that was really cute.
Yeah, you complete us.
The trio.
Yeah, we're the three jerks in the morning.
Yep.
Perfect now.
So perfect.
I want the T-shirt, by the way. Hashtag
Oh,
three
yeah.
jerks.
Three
Dang
jerks. Yes.
I thought we were getting sissy shirts. I heard
They could be in
from a
Sissy
bird.
Blue. They can be in Sissy Blue.
Yeah.
Put the three jerks in Sissy Blue on the opening drive. Adrian, you want one? You want to complete us too? You want a Sissy Jerk shirt too? You can be one. It's the opening drive on ProView Networks and 95.9 FM and AM 610 Sports Animal.
When looking for the best experience while buying an all-new Kia, Fiesta Kia offers some of the most knowledgeable and friendly Kia specialists in New Mexico. They'll help you find the Kia that will meet all your expectations. Kias have some of the most affordable vehicles for you to choose from, offering extensive options and style for the price. And with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, Kia won't be beat. Come be a part of the Fiesta family today, 7400 Lomas Boulevard Northeast, or start driving now at fiestakia.com.
Are you sure we're supposed to be doing this?
Don't worry, I've watched him do it 1,000 times. Come on, what's the worst that can happen?
No! Bad dog!
Hi, welcome to Car Crafters. What happened? Don't worry, we'll make it like it never happened.
Car Crafters, it's like it never happened.
Car Crafters is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
I prefer to do stuff online. I can find things much quicker, do the research I need, and have it shipped or waiting for me to pick up. The Shop by Payments option was perfect for me. I got online, clicked on Shop by Payments, put in my down payment and monthly budget, and the guessing was done. From laptop, I was able to nail down the bike I wanted, add a few customizations, and get an estimate on my trade-in.
Dream Style Roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. They're at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever. No one does it better. You need a new roof, you know who to call. Dream Style Roofing tops them all.
burglary takes place in the United States approximately every 15 seconds. International Protective Service is your answer for commercial and residential security in all of Albuquerque. IPS will work with your monitoring company for fast, reliable response times. You can rest easy knowing you, your family, or your company is watched over by International Protective Service. Call International Protective Service today.
Dreaming about that brand new Subaru? You know which one you want, but have you been able to really drive one yet? Whether you're online at fiestasubaru.com or ready to get out and drive the real thing, our Subarus are sanitized and ready to drive. There's never been a better time to fall in love with your new Subaru. So get driving now at Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or online at fiestasubaru.com to schedule your real test drive.
Jackson Compaction wants to help you keep your green and keep the community green as well. Jackson Compaction has worked hard to maintain the same prices since day one. Always easy and painless trash removal with professional crews and quality service. If it's non-hazardous waste, debris, or trash on your land, leave it to us. At Jackson Compaction, we're dedicated to ensuring the conservation of our environment. You trash it, we smash it. Jackson Compaction, we've earned a reputation for great results.
For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number one in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all at Valley Fence Company.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
I prefer to do stuff online. I can find things much quicker, do the research I need, and have it shipped or waiting for me to pick up. The shop by payments option was perfect.
Americans are leading 3 of the 4 matches out on the course right now in the Ryder Cup.
A lot of golf.
A lot of golf to go. Morning matches are going to wrap up here within the next half hour. One may be done before we get out of here. Jeff, JJ, A-Marie, Adrian, Lobo Hobo said, what a hoe, Jeff. I thought you were going to hoe all the way until post time for Lobo football at UTEP. Well, that one gave me, I was lightheaded at the end.
Put in some
Beat
work.
your record.
Lars says, path to your game, Hefe. I still think Lobo football is going to be in your game, even if they lose in El Paso. But now they're going to have to beat Air Force and still win at 72-20 or maybe a beautiful Fresno. I don't think Lobos are winning in Fresno. I think Fresno. Have you looked at Fresno State? They beat them last year, so those guys. I mean, they won't look past them. They're going to be pissed. I'm not telling you it's an impossibility. I just don't think they're winning in Fresno. I think Fresno State's really good.
I agree with that. They are a fantastic football team. To see what they did against UCLA
and
Oregon, like that's when a close loss matters. And that's a very good football team.
Look where that shot is. He's buried up in the side.
That is why Brooks Koepka hates it. He's got things like that.
Because Justin Thomas left Jordan Spieth the shot where he will be standing almost vertically on the side of this facing hill, trying to pop this thing somehow out of foot and a half.
That is not even. That's not a hill. That's a cliff.
It's a bank.
It's a ledge.
And he almost went straight back. Don't go in the water.
Oh, don't fall down.
Damn,
Stop running. Stop running.
Damn, stop running. Look at the shot.
What a great shot. Fantastic shot.
All right,
one of the best
he
shots
almost
ever.
ended up in the water. So that's how you get hurt, okay? How do you get hurt playing golf? That way. Running down with look, all the uneven, the potholes, the grass bunkers, the sand bunkers, that's how you could have just put yourself out of commission. This is an unbelievable shot. He is literally, I have no idea where the ball is.
None.
Buried in a foot and a half of grass.
Amazing.
He falls straight back because all his weight, because gravity's real, and gravity pulls him back,
okay.
and then he starts running.
He
Okay,
didn't-
missed
now
that
he's-
grass
now he's-
bunker, missed that. Now
Okay, I get you. Settle down now. Settle down now.
It's a terrific shot.
That
Golf
right
clap.
there, candidate for SVP, best thing I saw today, that shot.
All right, I'm right there with you.
Because he left a birdie opportunity,
Yeah.
par opportunity. Like, that's a given. They don't even have to putt that.
That's an unbelievable
Just
shot.
give him. That was great.
Watch that. You will see that one.
But that's why Brooks Koepka's going to run back that film and be like, this is why I don't play team golf.
Like because he's there.
Because I have to do shots like this. What if they did this?
Look, even John, his opponent's going, damn, that's a hell of a shot. Yeah, that's a hell of a shot.
What they should do is one pro and then one average Joe. And then you'd see like, the shots that you're going to have to make up for.
Then they'd have to hit our shots.
Try hitting the second shot off one of my tee shots, sucker.
All right, I got a Jason email. Mutts versus Miners. Good morning, OD. This week marks one of the most conflicted days on Aggie sports fans' calendars. Miners versus Mutts. UTEP v UNM. I must say I'm a fan of the Miners breaking out their Texas Western jerseys. I didn't know they were doing that. I dislike orange, but those jerseys are clean, and what they represent cannot be stated enough. Last week, Lobos were given a bathroom swirly by the other Aggies. And there were fans telling anyone who would listen how great A&M's defense was, shutting out the Lobos and holding Colorado to 7 points. Colorado then played Minnesota and scored, 0 points. Row that boat. Maybe A&M is a little overrated defensively, meaning UNM's offense might be in trouble tomorrow night. UTEP, on the other hand, has been pretty pedestrian defensively. Outside of beating the Aggies, UTEP's offense may be able to take advantage of the Lobos, who defensively are still trying to find their way. The pick is in. Name this fight song. Down on the border, the town of El Paso, home of miners, best in the land, fighting to win, the Miners of UTEP. Long live the College of Mines. I just threw up next to my keyboard, he says. El Paso Technical and Barber College, 31. Rio Grande Abnormal School, 21. Crimson Jason, graduate of Harvard of the Chihuahua Desert. Question of the day, which program and coaching staff needs this game more? First of all, great email.
Well,
great email.
Always fun, Jason emails.
He's a Hall of Famer. That match is over, by the way. Rom and Sergio beat Thomas and Spieth. No matter how good that shot was, they just lost the match. But it was still a great shot.
Because they were hitting shots like that.
All right.
That's why.
Who needs this more? New Mexico. I think they've got a harder conference schedule in front of them than UTEP. I think UTEP goes into Conference USA at 2-2. They can still get to 6. I'm not sure. I think New Mexico can if they lose this game. I mean, they can. I just don't think they will, right? I think it's a harder run. But you could make the argument, isn't Dana Dimmel 1 year ahead of Danny?
Yes.
So it's more important for UTEP to get this because they're theoretically a year further into their rebuild? It's a great question. Who needs this game more? Because you know where I go on some of these close games. Who needs it more? And I don't know that I feel that one way or the other. I feel they are so analogous. I feel that they are so mirror image of where they are in their rebuild, although UTEP is 1 year ahead with Dana Dimmel, theoretically. But these are two programs who are coming off of just really rough stretches. They've done basically the same thing this year. I mean, pick it. You know, whichever your perspective is, I don't think there's a clear cut on it.
I think if you're looking at, to your point on conference schedule,
yeah,
Conference USA is more manageable if you're UTEP.
I think so.
Than some of the games ahead for New Mexico.
Yeah, like they've got Bryce.
So this is UTEP after, so it's ODU at Southern Miss.
So ODU's totally manageable.
La Tech at FAU, UTSA at North Texas, Rice UAB.
Yeah, and you can say, are there 4 games on there they can get? And you're like, yeah, they can. 4 out of those 8. I'm not sure you look at New Mexico's schedule and say they can get 4 out of those 8. I think you feel good at 3, maybe 4, right? Maybe 4. So I think it's a fair question. El Paso Technical and Barber College. Yeah, it's a tough one for Aggie fans. I guess they just dive into their game against Hawaii and not worry about what's going on down the road. and all these Lobos that are going to be coming through your land. Hopefully, will Lobo fan on your
Are you
way
gonna
down.
stop in Las
I was going
Cruces?
to ask you, are you going to stop and get? Are you going to gas up and get something to eat in
No.
Las Cruces?
We're going to push our car through if we have to. We're going to push it through.
Will you stop at Doña Ana County and get an all-subs burrito and fill up your tank?
We're going to carry our momentum. It's going to be like,
hell no.
Soapbox Derby. Just push it through. Hang on.
All right, who you got? I'll take the Lobos by. I like them by 4. I like 31-27-ish.
I think that's a good range.
All right, you got a pick?
Tune in tomorrow and
Lobos
find
plus
out.
3?
Lobos 3. All right, woof woof woof.
Woof, woof, woof.
Jim Rome Show is next. They heard with Colin Cowherd after that. Albuquerque Central, I guess it's just called ABQ Central, was with the afternoon drive today. Isotopes in Reno after that. True to the Game with Trulio after Isotopes. We're back Monday morning. Make sure you get out and see A. Marie. She'll be at Bourbon and Boots Sunday at the Raiders Den from 1 to 3. A. Marie, great week. Adrian, great week. Sorry about the technical issues off the top. It was a little slide. I don't know. Big weekend?
Huge. Lobo Women's Soccer opens up conference play tonight, 7:30. If you can't make it out there, we'll have you covered on the Mountain West Network.
Catch JJ on the Mountain West Network and tomorrow on the pregame show. Be good to each other. Have a great, safe weekend. Be kind, loving, caring, and sharing. We'll smell you Monday.
Your goals, your future, your dreams. These things.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
You trusted your home or business security to a company with an armed response. They sold out to a national corporate giant, and you're stuck on the brink of less security. I'm Aaron Jones, owner of International Protective Service. IPS isn't for sale. I'm invested here, and I care about your home and business as if it's my own. Let the highly trained armed guards or 24-hour patrols of IPS protect what's yours. With faster response times to catch criminals and less associated costs. Call 897-2420 or go to ipsglobal.com.